All right, something fucking weird with YouTube right now. Am I even live? Am I even fucking live? Like it says I'm live, but am I actually live? Because the software says 0 viewers. YouTube says we're live. YouTube just fucking cracked out. I don't know.
How about a little?
I wish you would now. Let's stir the pot.
The Night Emissary's Hollow Adventure is
Ready to roll out.
Like, I've been waiting the entire time to be streaming. Like, I've been on here for like the last fucking 34 minutes. It's just YouTube didn't accept it for some reason.
Yours truly. I shall balance the scales of the night. Gotcha now. I shall cause dawn into the shadow. Prostrate yourself before the abyss.
I have no idea. YouTube just basically said fuck off there for a minute.
Make way for the undefeated champion.
YouTube just said fuck off. Holy shit. Maybe I need to change over to fucking Twitch. Holy shit. Maybe I need to switch to Twitch, bro. That would be fucking hilarious. Oh, stream to fucking Twitch, bro.
I shall balance the scales of the night. Scram before me. I shall cause dawn into the shadow.
Hey, hey, hey. Like, I have no idea what the fuck happened there.
Footsteps echo through the broken pine. Shadows drip like oil through time.
I've been sitting here playing fucking DA for 34 minutes. And I'm noticing you guys are like waiting or some shit. Cause I told Claire to go to bed.
I'm unstoppable! There it is. This was a real crowd pleaser. Funeral for me. Let order and madness.
Oh well. It got fucked up.
undefeated champion! Nice try. Yours truly.
Run of countless legends, stories, and dreams.
I really want the time to increase on this to 5 minutes. I feel like these fights, I want them to just be longer. I feel like 3 minutes is too short.
Retreat. Welcome to the zone where only the strong repeat.
Asset confirmed. Preparing to move out.
Take your time.
Steel on skin, pulse ignite. Signal flare, lock and fight. Echo walls hum with rage. Every step writes your name on the stage.
Yeah, well. Apparently we had some fucking technical difficulties.
Miss means blood and pain. No pause, no prayer, no light. Only willpower forged in fire. Digits red line, danger high. Burn your limits till circuits fry. No hero luck, just skill and spite. Push back, stand tall. Test your might, oh, test your might. In the deadly assault tonight. When the sirens roar, you'll find there's no escape from the pain. Test your might.
Nothing slips through my
Make way!
Don't cross the line. Nothing reaches my
Clear mind. Arrow flight through.
Your turn ends with me. I knew it wouldn't. Removing threat. Neutral the threat. Long.
All the shit's broken. Yeah, remember, I told you there's all the shit's broken. I haven't had time to fix it. Let's do this.
One deep breath and the flame gets loud. Ash in the moonlight, sweat like a crown. He's the greatest there and around. But not the sexiest
Your weakness. Let's make this quick. Now, you're the prey.
It won't hurt. I'll make it quick. At the beach, Alice Timefield is unstoppable.
Careful. I'd bite.
Salute and finish the enemy.
Don't get sloppy. I'm in the zone today.
I got it, Alice.
Hit him where it hurts. I'll make it painless. The final act begins now. Let's make this quick.
The dazzling star of a summer night.
Yep. I know what lurks in the darkness.
My sword always points to victory.
Press the advantage. Here's a taste of the abyss.
At the beach, Alice Timefield is unstoppable.
Found your weakness. I'll make it painless.
A sword technique for summer nights. Let's ride the
Ooh. 55. 55. That's what I want to do.
Neon halos over sleepless eyes. We trade our minutes for electric lies. Another day dressed up in grayscale suits. Flowers made of static, within with the news. We breathe in this exhale routine. Chasing meaning
Check
through
my
a team. Scream
battery level here.
is a coffin lid, then sound is how we kick it in.
240.
Hands if you felt nothing. Raise your voice if you still bleed. If the world would know
4 hours left.
wake the dead that learn to breathe. Turn up the volume, this is a funeral for the living. Bang on the walls till the
You know what? Fuck it.
light up the night like a fuse we've been keeping. We're not dead.
Who should I work on?
Turn up the volume, turn it till the glass starts giving.
Who should I actually fucking work on?
Forgot they were beating. Cry, laugh, rage, whatever you believe in. This is a funeral for the living. Hey, wake up, hey, shake the dust off. Hey, no halos needed. We burn our way to freedom. Hey, wake up, hey, shake the dust off. Hey, no halos needed. We burn
Should we do Corin?
Write our names on the thunder clouds. Ink of storm signatures loud. If pain's a hymn, then let it ring. We'll bend the minor key to spring. Every scar a metronome. Click counting down to something real. If grief's a tide we couldn't stop, then ride it hard and learn to heal. Raise the lights on all our shadows. Let them dance with
Should I just go fucking Haramasa here?
if we're ghosts inside our mirrors. Turn the speakers, shake the crowd. Turn up the volume, this is a funeral for the living. Bang on the walls till the echoes start forgiving. Light up
You're all built.
we've been
Sukaku. Maybe I should just do fucking Orphe. Orphe's a fucking level fucking 40 right now. I could just throw some shit on her, get her going. Oh, talk about which. Did I do this week my 3? Yes, I did my 3. All right, good.
black veils, just black coffee. No cold
And if I'm not mistaken, I should still have, yeah, I got 4 of those chests there.
start without her. Savor a seat in the front row. Breathe in, breathe out. Count to 10. If you fall apart, fall back again. Life isn't quiet, it's just dimmed. So twist the
Which one am I gonna need for Hidari? Which one am I gonna need for her build? Sure, it's the newest one, but don't want to miss it. Should be the charisma, miasma spike, right? Should be these. We'll get those now. We'll get those.
show your pride. Show your pride. Never give up, never surrender. Fight, fight, fight.
Get these. And get these too. I'm not worried about the W engine shit. Alright, we should be good on that then.
On the concrete, thunder in my chest. Scars like metals, heard from every test. Fear tries to speak, cut the signal.
Go to HIA and go start working on the other part that we're gonna definitely fucking need. Get all the rupture seals.
Show your pride. Never give up, never surrender. Fight, fight, fight. Bring this bitch down, no matter the cost tonight.
Take your time.
Let's make easy button. Easy button.
Back to sleep. Wanna play with the cycle of yin and yang? No good hope. Shit.
Easy button. I should be good on the freeze chips. I should be just needing this.
Cycle of yin and yang. Action free. Don't worry.
Oh damn, I made Lucia fucking sacrifice herself. Oh no, she died. Oh well. Alright, that's good. Start working on the rupture certification seals. Because there should be no reason why, I would assume, because we only got what? 2 days and 12 hours left. So in 2 days and 12 hours, get those. Anything happen in the bundle pack shop that I could just fucking take real quick? Yeah, we got these 45 of those tapes. I'll buy these 3 here. Next couple of days, I'll buy these 3. I don't pay to claim it. I already fucking maxed out on this shit. Level 42. Try to get you level 45, 50. We'll clear this out in the next couple of days. Where I'm at on tapes. 25 of these, which I need 30 of these, so we are just 5 away. 32 of these I need, I got 35, good. And good. So Yudhari, bam, 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 is done. For her signature, though, I forgot. I need to do her signature weapon as well. Signature shouldn't be too much of a fucking problem.
Hold the gauge, prime the blade, let the thunder kiss. Every second on the timer is a loaded risk. Say the code, pull the pin, feel the hollow hiss. I cut the lights, you kiss the bricks. 3, 2, 1, time to get totalized, bitch. Let the sun burst the sky, watch the damage pitch. 3, 2, 1, time to get totalized, bitch. Proxy screaming, meters peaking, highlight real glitch. 3, 2, 1, time to get totalized, bitch. Neon epitaph strip, consider this the switch. 3, 2, 1, time to get totalized, bitch. Good night.
Actually, I should probably be good to a certain point on that. 68. Just work on getting the basics and everything. Do a couple of those. Yeah, she should be done. We should be able to get her going real quick. We'll need to work on this as well. I'm gonna use up all my energy for this.
Cycle of yin and yang. I just need to run.
Damn, all 3 agents on the field. Alright, get 5 of those started. That should be all of my fucking energy wasted into the build. Alright, so we need to get 60 of these. Got 50 of these.
Welcome to the hollow line. We drift through the hollow. Neon in my veins.
I think the next 2 days will be fine.
The bass goes insane. Zezzy on the plate. Proxy in the seat. Slide around, fade left, right, no defeat. Hollow drift, catch that ether mist. Die sing a prayer every corner that we kiss. We don't break.
So that's what the plan is. The plan is that this week is for the next couple of days, we're just going to push into that. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Alrighty. Well, that is somewhat taken care of. All that is taken care of and all that is done. Oh, what does Zeno have?
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Zeno, and I have now played Zenless Zone Zero for nearly 500 days. We're on day number 487 as of recording, but I think this thumbnail I'll put like 475 plus because it just looks a lot cleaner. And this is kind of, these videos are just more of like a sit down. I do them every once in a while. This one's actually overdue by 30 days. I was gonna do one for 450. But I just kind of sit down, I give you my thoughts on Zenless Zone Zero, where I'm at with the game, its story, its characters, but more importantly, it's also just a good time to showcase off my account, just all the different characters and all the builds and stuff, because like I don't make quite as many ZZZ videos, and as I don't really live stream that much right now, it's a good chance for people to know like all the different characters on my account, the different builds, the stats, any vertical, horizontal investment, what are my favorite things, and yeah, just have a casual chat, non-scripted, about ZZZ. So I've done these videos twice before. I had one, I think it was like 200 and something days back when I started this channel.
Okay.
And then I had one for 400 days. So we're getting close to 500 days now, which is kind of wild. So Alan, still my favorite character in the game, has not changed, and I'm so glad she's been buffed. She is better to play, but she still needs a little bit more love. So I did have an Alan video that I was working on, but ended up scrapping it. Speaking of, the damn little Alan figure did arrive as well, by the way. Like the little schoolgirl Alan figure, that arrived, and also the Nicole figure arrived as well. So the Nicole figure arrived. I am collecting all the ZZZ merch, well, as much as I can within reason. And so now I've got the Amber,
Yeah, that shit gets fucking expensive.
and the small Alan, so that's nice. And I think the Jane Doe one just
Cheeto.
went up on pre-order.
Hold on. Cheeto. Don't lie to yourself, buddy. Ellen's not your waifu. Jane Doe is.
Yanagi one, like a cheap Yanagi, and then like a bigger Jane Doe, which is awesome. So instantly pre-ordered those, although that's like a year away from now, which is crazy. These things take so long to come in. Also, while everyone's here, the version 2.3 banners featuring Lucia or the upcoming Idhari are now available. And if anyway, we'll start off. I was always timestamps down below if you're interested, but start off my account, like what am I up to in my account, and what am I going for next summon wise. I've got like basically next to no currency because I've had to unfortunately spend a little bit of money the last few patches just because so many key units and favorite stuff has come. I've said it in the past, but like Obol Squad's my favorite faction in the game as of right now, and it has been for an extremely long time. And Soldier 11 is one of my favorite characters, hence why I've also got a lock screen. And so the Obol Squad patch, I went for Orphe, I went for her Wenjin, we'll get into what I went for, and then obviously Lucia just came out, and I had to unfortunately, it's like a double pity, and I had to spend a little bit for her as well. So, but let's go over my favorite units and just the units that I have, and give you some of the investments as well. I'll probably, I realize my face cam's going to cover up the Mindscapes, but I will tell you and show you. So my Yixuan, she is M2. I got her M2 just because I skipped the patch prior to her coming out. I don't think her build really has changed much in a long while now. I'm not getting any better stats. It's good, and because it's M2, it's super powered, right? I could use a little bit more crit rate and stuff, but she gets a ton of crit rate. She gets an extra crit rate from, what is it, the M? Yeah, an extra 10% crit rate there. She gets, what is it? I think she gets something else somewhere else. 20% there, that's 30% crit rate. 40, she gets 42% crit rate. So she's at 85. I would like about at least 90, but it doesn't matter. She's M2. She's broken. She's fun to play. And I've got a Wenjin as well. Miyabi, okay. I've had her since her original release. She is also M2. She's, again, one of the only other characters that I've vertically invested to the second she came out, because I knew how broken and Miyabi was going to be. And so I saved, and I got really lucky with my Miyabi pulls as well. So I didn't really have to spend. So she's got a perfect 100% crit rate, 190 crit damage. I've tried to change her build to a pen ratio build. I just haven't found the time to ever farm better pieces, or I just haven't had the luck. So she's rocking this. I could use more attack, and I could probably get rid of some more crit damage and put on maybe something else. But yeah, she's rocking her Wenjin as well. Miyabi's awesome. I absolutely love Miyabi. Ambi is second favorite character after Ellen. I am so happy that a lot of the content creators, including myself, made videos on Ambi, because all the Doom not that it was Doom posting, but all the Doom posting and the constructive feedback and all the videos and the noise that we made for that little while really helped, because now we got her buffed and she feels incredible. She feels better than ever. She's finally got some grouping in her normal attacks. She's actually had more of a damage buff as well, surprisingly. We were just looking for quality of life buffs. She also got damage buffs as well.
It's not a bad account.
Passive got increased.
It's definitely not a bad account.
And she just works with more units. She's just better. She's more fun. I love Ambi so much. So I've got a pretty damn decent build on Ambi.
I don't. So many people got so much love for Ambi and such. I am still going to stick with what I like. So far, yeah, it's not a bad account. I want to see what his next summons are.
Upcoming next, Lucia's still got a couple of days left, and then there's Idhari. As you can see, I'm 22 into the pity because I did throw down.
Yes, I've seen the Miyabi ones.
I had her outfit, so I'm like, can I do 2 multis? See if I get Vivian just so I can use the fucking outfit. Turns out, no. Let's do a multi now for fun. I'm not summoning for Idhari. And I got cucked again. What's new? What's absolutely new? Love it. Cool. Okay, well, now we're 32 into pity, so we'll save that for either Dylan, which I don't know how I feel about Dylan. It depends on what team she might use. But yeah, Idhari, I'm skipping.
Oh boy.
Dylan is really just going to depend on exactly where she lands in.
I ain't skipping Idhari. I want Octopus Mommy. I want that
because
fucking
she has a chance
mommy
to be incredibly broken. But I've also got so many teams that I'm pretty happy with where they are. She would have to do something very specific for a very specific team. So maybe if she I could use her with Ellen and she breaks Ellen open, so Ellen's a little bit more viable. Maybe, but I don't know. But Idhari, I'm not summoning because again, Ice is my favorite element. But I have an M2 Miyabi, I have an M1 W1 Ellen. I just don't need Ice, and I've already got Rupture. I've got Minato for Fire Rupture and Ishuan's M2. Rupture
she does.
Is covered. I'm good. So I'm gonna skip over Octo Mummy. Banyue is so fucking cool, but again, I've got Soldier 11 and Minato. They might not be the best fire options, but I'm perfectly happy using those fire characters. So I'm gonna stick with them, and yeah, maybe. So if I can maybe skip the next 9 weeks, I might actually have a half decent amount of savings to potentially summon whatever the next character is in 2 point whatever. And I think that's the Fox girl, whatever she, Chung Wei Wei Xing Wang. I can't pronounce the damn name. The Fox girl, who might be a Void Hunter. That could be interesting.
Let's see what his overall feels of what ZZ is.
How do I feel about ZZZ though? Just in general this year. Now we're nearly 500 days in. I still think ZZZ is my favorite gacha by far. Not by far. Like Wuthering Waves is obviously close. Well, no, it is. I'm mincing my words. I think the game has so much potential. And I'm just kind of maybe confused where the devs are going this year. They've changed so much in the game, between like story beats, how Bell and Wise have been incorporated into the story. Now they're going into hollows and have like semi powers and stuff like that to navigate the hollows themselves. You don't have to use like Fairy and Eos as much, which I think's actually I'm still not sure how I feel about that. I need to see how they actually close out this chapter of the story specifically. But
just to say something to that effect, like, let's be honest, the real reason behind that one is for the TV mode being removed out of the game. I mean, what else is Bell and Wise supposed to be doing? Like, it made more sense when they had TV mode, and Bell and Wise was, when you're navigating through the TV mode, you're technically EOS, you're navigating them through it and everything. I mean, I get the point, but we got to give the main character something to do besides sitting behind a TV screen, right? Which they were doing before.
I am still enjoying it because I just enjoy the game's combat. I enjoy the game's music. I fuck with this game's music so hard. I love it so much. I'm collecting merch for the game. Like, I've got every acrylic stand that's also been released, like the little acrylic stands. Like, I am hardcore like biased towards ZZZ. I recognize that, but I also recognize that like so much is changing about this game this year, and like I really need to see how they're going to close out the rest of the year and the rest of the patches, because like the story is okay. It's not the greatest. I think now that I can look back in retrospect, the 1.x story was a lot better. I just think it was a lot better, and it was just a lot more, I don't know, just the way it was told, and like the fact that like not everyone knew the proxies, and there's a million things I could say about the story, but off the top of my head, it's just, I don't know. I like it. I still enjoy it very much for what it is. I enjoy meeting all the new characters. The game still makes me care about everyone sometimes, even when I don't want to, right? But it's definitely like, the story isn't exactly what is driving me forward for this game anymore. It's definitely the combat, the music, the animations of the characters, the team comps and synergies, the building. I personally enjoy the end game. I do enjoy the events. I love the fact that it's like a Persona-esque light style, cozy game. Like, it's got hardcore action, skilled combat, and then you got these like,
it's also a porn game,
music and EDM and all these types of like, soundtracks. And then you have this Persona-like, cutscene heavy, like dialogue, and then you can go and do like dates with your characters and roam around. I don't know, it's so my type of game, but I need to see how they're gonna close out the rest of the year. I don't know. I'm still enjoying a lot of the events for the most part, but I am behind at the moment a lot. And yeah, I don't know. I'll pretty much leave it there because these videos tend to get very long and I don't want to ramble too much more, but I enjoy the end game and I'm fairly decent at it with my account. I enjoy the story for what it is. I just need to see where it's going next and how they're going to finish it and what they're going to do in the next potential region. And because like this is definitely not everyone's favorite region compared to the 1.0. And as for summoning, just definitely going to scale back and stop summoning quite as many characters and spending money. Like, I don't spend egregious amounts of money, but I do spend like $100 here, $100 there, and over the course of a year, that adds up very quickly. Especially the last two patches. Like, having to spend for Trigger, Orphe, and Lucia back to back is like, oof, I've never had to do that before. Like, I've always saved up or just gotten decently lucky, or just like, yeah. So anyway, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. If you stay to the end, let me know. Of course, I'm always curious. And yeah, let me know what you think of ZZZ. Like, how are you still finding the game? Like, you know, with patch, whatever patch we are now, 2.3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know. I get so confused. I play so many freaking gacha games. Yeah, let me know what you think of the story. What is your favorite team at the moment? Is there a character or a rerun you're looking forward to? Yeah, just let me know what you're up to in the game. How long have you been playing? I'd love to chat about ZZ in the comment section down below. And with that all being said, my throat's sore, as you can probably tell right now. So I'm going to go, and I'll leave the video there. So thank you so much for watching and or listening.
I'll just say that I think that like ZZ is in a good spot and everything else. I personally think that the story is... I want to see how the story closes out too. But so far, I've been very well enjoying it. I think, honestly, it's hit a couple of different points that from going through 1.0 story, ZZ's story is actually 2.0. It's actually been relatively better to a certain degree than 1.0. That's my personal taste on it. Alrighty. I know what we're gonna go watch. It's been in my fucking Discord for the last couple of hours. And we gotta take a look at it. Let's go look at the porn game review. It's only 13 minutes, which is actually really good. Alrighty, so ZZZ is a 16 plus game. As we all know, and as we all going to say here, when it comes down to a certain person and he talks about ZZZ, we're getting a little bit of a doom posting. It is what it is. So let's take a good look at what pretty much the most objective content creator has to say about Zenless Zone Zero.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to have a bit of a discussion today, and this one is going...
Yes, it's time for us to have a discussion. Please, Lord Almighty, tell me the gospel of gacha today.
...to be about Zenless Zone Zero, because I'm going to be real, guys. No Nut November just started. It's November 1st, as you can see over here. But the Zenless Zone Zero developers have decided to pull out all of the stops, to go as far as, like, monetization can possibly go when it comes to being the most Gooner bait out of Gooner bait game I have ever seen in the history of gacha. I'm just going to be real over here. This is how crazy the marketing for Yidari, or as I like to refer to her, Calamari Yijuan, has gotten. You're seeing some traditional posts, right? They always release this one. You got kind of like the side angle view, the calendar, all of that. Yeah. You got the W Engine showcase. Don't worry, we'll be taking a look at that one in just a bit. But you've also got this, posted 14 hours ago, an official advertising post for Yidari, and even Twitter itself has deemed this to be adult content. Ladies and gentlemen, this post on the official ZZZEN account is so wild that it is considered adult content by X. And so, this might as well be the first trial run for my stream, for my YouTube channel. Maybe we're going to get demonetized. Maybe we're going to go 18 plus. Because all I'm doing is just playing official materials from Hoyoverse with this one. I hope you guys are ready for this. I hope you guys are ready. Because this is the level of desperation Zenless Zone Zero has gone into. And it's not particularly that surprising when you take a look at the fact that, damn, that's kind of rough, especially when they have a 180 pulse spending event for Vivian's skin. Let's take a look.
Bubbles burst at the slightest bump, yet longing grows stronger with every touch. What kind of stories will we write together tomorrow? I'm excited to see.
This is a 12 plus game, right? I think Zenless Zone Zeros is actually technically a 12 plus game. Don't look like it. This
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, it don't look like it. It looks like every typical anime that I've ever seen on Toonami growing up that had a bathroom scene. I mean, I think it's great.
This looks like a Brown Does 2 ad.
Sure does.
This looks like almost the same level as a Brown Does 2 ad. Oh, Zenless Zone Zero 16 plus? Oh, okay. Maybe that was changed recently. That makes sense. Anyways, what the hell? And that's just one of the teasers. Don't worry. There's more. Y'all know about W engines, right?
Yes.
This is the
yes.
this
I know
is the
about all about W
banner,
engines
for weapons. That's in Zenless Zone Zero. This is done to, you know, improve the stats on your character, make them function better in combat. This is the W engine showcase, right? I bet you're excited to see what her weapon looks like. I hope you guys are ready for this one. We'll play this one full screen so you guys can actually enjoy the full aesthetics of this weapon. Keyword weapon, W engine. That's the first frame of the video.
Okay.
I feel like I'm at a strip club. What the fuck? What is even going on here?
Play it. Why you act so shocked?
What the hell even is that? ZZZ is 12 plus? It is 12 plus in the Google. So it is 12 plus. I gotta go check this out. Give me a second. So I need to verify it on my end right now. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck happened to this? Why is it at 3.4? Oh, it's rated teen. Yeah, that is 12 plus. Yep, that is 12 plus in the United States of America, ladies and gentlemen. So keeping that in mind, that this game is 12 plus in the US, this is what the marketing materials are for it.
Okay.
Followed by
Bubbles burst at the slightest bump, yet long.
I don't get the point.
With every touch. What kind of stories?
Followed by, people told me to watch the PV for this character. This is the final bit, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a legend about sea monsters that's been told for generations. An eerie rainstorm.
Looks like we won't be sailing tonight.
Weird. The forecast never said anything about a storm.
A small.
I mean, it seems all right so far. I'm not going to give it
Weird.
shit for
Where's
where
my
there's not
compass?
problems.
And something that rose up from the abyss.
And I just bought myself a new extra-large net.
Extra large net. What are you trying to catch? A sea monster?
Rumor 1. The sea monster only appears on stormy nights.
Good evening. I seem to have lost something. Could you help me find it?
It's a sea monster! A sea monster!
Okay.
They say the sea monster sees every secret.
Boy, his reaction
this
so far is like,
town
what the fuck?
Ah, found it.
hides.
Okay.
With that lore, she calls her kin from the darkness.
I should have moved my shit up a little bit.
Nothing too egregious so far.
Might be good material for my next apocalypse story. Oh,
Let me move over here.
This isn't a snack. You can't eat it. Ouch! No biting.
Okay.
Oh, that's so weird. What the fuck?
You're not even done.
Bro, what? Bro, what? This game is so weird, bro.
So you mean it only shows up on rainy nights? Rumor, too. The sea monster lurks in its lair, performing a secret ritual. Hello? Public Safety Patrol? Anyone home? And anyone who dares approach is turned away.
You already know it smells like shit in there. You already know with like that many cats and the fact that you know she ain't cleaning that shit up. Oh my god, you know it's that's the reason why public safety is getting called. I hope you guys understand that. I know she looks all comfy and like all cozy and shit. Nah, it smells like cat shit and fish in there. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure the person showing up is going to be in a hazmat suit.
Oh, is it evening already?
Alexa floor in an instant.
That's when she shows her true face. No one dares look at it directly.
Sorry to bother. We've had reports of a sea monster sighting in the area. Damn! Please put on clothes!
Oh, she's just naked.
Whoops, sorry, forgive me. Give me a moment. A town? A sea monster?
So she just opens up the door naked.
A ritual?
Nothing wrong with that. Pizza Man would be happy.
What about this? This is the most important rumor. The dark compass that leads to the sea monster. Leads to the sea monster? Shh. I can feel it. She's close. Huh? Close? You mean in the hot spring? It just rained today. Legend says, if you whisper her name into the compass, she'll... Well then, what is her name? I'd like to hear it too. Will you tell me? This little town really has a flair for spooky stories. Sea monster in a hot spring. I should use that in my next story.
Okay.
What? What's even going on, bro? Like, straight up, they just decided to, in the marketing for this character, this unit is basically like a porn star. I don't know how else to describe exactly what's going on over here. The character is like literally a porn star, and it's just... I can't help but think that there's an insane amount of just random bullshit right, from the ZZZ developers to just think about, like, what can we do in our marketing to, like, see some...
Let me put it this way. I do believe that the ZZZ devs understand and know their audience pretty damn well, that for over a year, how much gooning has happened, how much, you know, overbearing people is basically really fascinated with these characters, especially the female ones. That they're always talking about certain things. So you know what? The ZZZ devs understand their audience. They understand what they want. They put the advertisement out. I mean, we've seen some beautiful ads in the past for Wuthering Waves where they got the cosplayers involved to go ahead and, you know, over-sexualize, you know, some things with WUWA too. I mean, if I'm not even mistaken, give me a second here. We can go verify this really quickly by doing this. Wuthering Waves. And trailer. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's probably even going to talk about this, but like... the one seen even in WUWA's trailer advertisement.
Delicious.
How am I supposed to take the tongue action? The tacit mark is on her tongue. How am I supposed to look at this? How am I supposed to look at this? And with the fucking saliva coming down and everything. Like.
Delicious.
I mean, bro, like. Fucking WUWA was so fucking scared. Kuroge's was so scared about losing their plus 12 because of this shit. They had to nerf it. They gave her an actual fucking camel toe when she first came out, and they nerfed that shit. They took it out, but originally the idea was to give it to her. Like, okay.
Level of success. We kind of went for like the cutesy goofy girl with this unit, Lucia, and now we're just gonna go with like straight up now they're just going for that with this unit, and that is in pretty much every single one of their materials. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really sure what's going on anymore. And if this is the direction that the game is going, I'm just gonna be real with you. This is nothing compared to Cantarella. Cantarella's a fucking Disney princess compared to this shit. This shit got nothing on Lauma. Or like Lauma got nothing on this shit. Lauma looks like the fucking the most flattest and like modest character in the history of gacha, compared to whatever the fuck is going on over here.
That's amazing.
This unit is just like, and her marketing and everything that's going on is just like, what? And at this point, I legitimately don't think that is a 12+ trailer. I don't think that that's something that kids in middle school should be actually watching for it to be necessarily age appropriate. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Yeah, this not a 12+ unit. And that's the direction that Z.
Let me be completely honest and let me be completely clear about something. No 12-year-old, no 12+ should be even touching a gacha game. No one even in middle school should be touching a gacha game. 100%. I don't care if it's even Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Weathered Waves, or ZZZ. If the child is under the age of 16, they should not be touching a gacha game. That is my thoughts. Gacha games should be banned from children.
ZZZ is going. And hey, if that's what works, that's what works. But it's also fair to say that the more goonerific that a game ends up becoming when the original premise of the game wasn't to be gooner, I'm just gonna be honest, this is kind of adding a very... If I was somebody that enjoyed ZZZ's aesthetics, if I was somebody that like enjoyed the vibe of the game in the earlier patches, and this is what it has become, I'm not gonna lie, I think a big part of like that original target audience might not necessarily be there anymore, and you might as well just expect like more literal porn stars in the game.
I think people knew exactly what they were getting involved in last year.
So you're the one who lost Boss's goods. Boss sent me to repay you. Oh, have something to say?
We're gonna let this go for a second.
Be careful now. I don't want to hear anything that might doubt
The goods were stolen. I always change my routes, but that guy knew right where I'd be.
I'm pretty sure. Let me just go up a little bit, right?
So you're saying That he must have known your route in advance.
I don't know. Maybe it was a ghost?
A ghost? Is that so? Why don't you tell me more?
I am pretty sure anyone who's played Zenless Zone Zero back during 1.0 and last year with some of these trailers knew exactly what they were getting involved in.
Too fast. Red. Yes, it was red.
I'm just saying, I think you should have known exactly what you're getting involved in.
For the foreseeable future. Because what in the fuck did we just take a look at today? I don't really know. I think there's a reason as to why literal official promo materials are being censored on X. This game is Brown Dust 3, if I'm frankly being real. This is just... They've really pushed the envelope with this one. And I would not be surprised at all if there are like some actual reports that do get sent in, because this is just like, it seems a little bit egregious at this point. That'll be that for this one, ladies and gentlemen. This is our...
All right, that'll be it. Okay, cool. So, I mean, when it's come down to it with Zenless Zone Zero, I mean, Jane Doe was the first,
In you go.
like, real character to fucking push the Gooning level.
Smoky eyes so bright, lips thin in the moonlight. You got me and your spell. You got my hand spinning. You run my balcony.
Has the raid already been completed?
Oh, it's in progress as we speak. Thanks to your brave determination, we were able to... Miss Jane?
I'm just changing.
The car?
I don't want to step out in disguise, right? Besides, an honest, brave, cute little public security officer like you wouldn't dare peek, would you?
No, absolutely not. They mentioned they infiltrated a smuggling gang on your own and skillfully disbanded them from the inside.
Better keep your eyes on the road.
What are you doing?
I'm turning off all the cameras in the car, just to be safe. After all, only a select few in public security know my true identity.
Oh gosh, your tail touched me.
Oh, did it? I'm just turning off your body cam.
Again? I think no matter the way you look at it, if you played Zenless back last year, or if you're even a person who knew about Zenless Zone Zero, you knew exactly this was a game that was marketed not to fucking children, like, you know, Animal Crossing, that game that PT Planet or whatever it's called, that Hoyoverse is creating right now, or the Pokemon game they're creating, basically. This was created for a much older audience. An audience that was designed to goon over characters. And you know what? If their marketing is like this, damn, I'm happy. I'm not sure about you guys. I mean, I'm sure that, like, even like watch, even in regards, which one was it? Which one is it? It's the shower scene.
Yeah, もういっぱいですわ。しかもまた土足で。
いいだろ、女しかいねえんだし。な、あのいい匂いのシャンプーもう一回貸せよ。は
あ？カーリッシュの新作は私のような淑女専用で。
Again, from what Saint just said, that if you were a person that enjoyed it and you saw this, I don't see much of a difference. I don't see much of a difference. They are just pushing the boundaries a little bit harder each time. The little shower scene versus what's going on right now with the drip marketing, you know. Go to the shorts. This right here in particular.
Bubbles burst at the slightest bump, yet longing grows strong.
This is a typical, like this is a typical ZZZ moment.
What kind of stories will we write together tomorrow? I'm excited to see.
This is a typical ZZZ advertisement. They're taking a risk, bro. Yeah, sure, they're taking a risk. This is typical ZZZ. Like, I don't think anyone in the ZZZ community is shocked. I don't think anyone in the Zenless Zone Zero community is shocked. I don't think there's any anime watcher out there that's shocked because, correct me if I'm wrong, because we've already looked at this. But you got many of animes that has bathroom scenes, that has girls walking to the door naked and everything, that you don't see everything, but you know what's implied. There is actually a fucking anime that's out there where practically the protagonist is a fucking evil son of a bitch that fucking takes a hot pick from a fucking fireplace and does something to a princess. Yeah. The advertisements, the trailers and everything for ZZZ back in even 1.0 days, when there was selective female characters that they wanted to showcase a little bit more exotic, they did it. So over a year, I mean, I'm not surprised. This is perfectly fine. I just feel like someone is just, again, tried to take a situation of marketing and blow it out of proportion. Simple as that. I mean, if you look even at the leaks for like Banyue, right? He's got two balls that he circulates in his hand. It's like he's got his enemy's testicles in his hand and he's just massaging them. Like, this is like the most, and I'm gonna be honest, this is like the most tamest of the advertisements I've seen. Because we looked at Azura Lane, we looked at Brown Dust. Holy shit, is their fucking goddamn things even worse? Because I saw the one with the like straight up the girls on the beach. It got fucking all the fucking sun cream, fucking suntan cream all over her tits, and it's covering her tits and everything, and she's just looking at you like fuck me. This right here, I don't even really, I get to see a little bit of a line right here that kind of showcases just a little bit of the tit. But otherwise, the bubbles are in the goddamn fucking way and it's a little pissing me off. Nikki's even, yeah, even Nikki's got some fucking worse shit in it. Like, Saint saying that this is like 18, that this is like a porn star. Dude, did we not a couple of months ago, I made the statement that if ZZZ went full-fledged 18 plus to where the girls were butt-ass naked, that they made the fucking gacha game fully goonish, how many people would start spending money? Like, it would be a fucking gacha game that would be surpassing Genshin Impact at that fucking point in time. If the girl's clothing's got ripped like during battle to where you end up seeing, you know, some deeper cleavage, maybe a nip slip or some shit over here, like holy shit, fucking Hoyoverse ZZZ would be the fucking golden child at that point. They just got to pull the limitations off of it. That's all they would have to do. And make it a full adult fucking gotcha game. And it would be fucking there would be no longer F2P players in that fucking game. There would be fucking goddamn spin money because holy shit, the fucking porn industry is the goddamn biggest fucking industry there is when it comes down to it. Across the entire board of all media, porn is the biggest seller there is. And even like, hold on. Even Disney, like the Disney princesses and shit, like let's just be like this. There has been, even in Disney with the princesses and everything, a lot of adult related content that has been put into all of these films, right? I'm sure you can go look at some shit. Walt Disney was a person that apparently used to draw Mickey Mouse and fucking Minnie Mouse fucking all the time. Like, it happens. Like,
the professor's blackboard quip, Tarzan. When Jane sketches an image of the title character and points out his eyes, her father, along with the rest of us, can easily gauge the type of feelings she's experiencing.
His eyes were intense and focused and...
The sultry shift in energy is followed up with a question asked by Jane's dad, which certainly goes over many children's head. His quip is absolutely hilarious, and cheeky enough to make some parents blush.
Oh, shall I leave you in the blackboard alone for a moment?
The professor's blackboard...
I mean, there's been innuendos, there's been fucking shit that has happened. I mean, the road to El Dorado, how many fucking kids basically grew the fuck up because of fucking big thigh fucking women, and that was the reason why. Like, there's adult moments and shit even in Disney. You don't think Farquaad in fucking Shrek was fucking in his underwear under that fucking blanket. He was jerking it. The inner, like straight up, I just, it's fucking hilarious to me that Saint even brings shit like that up. I mean, holy fuck. Weather and Waves has his gooning fucking moments. Like, I hate to tell you this, but this is the truth. You ready? You ready for the fucking truth drop? Sex, titties, hot fucking girls fucking sell. And that's the truth. The only reason why Jane Doe fucking sold wasn't because it was a great fucking unit. Jane Doe sold because of that fucking trailer. If Yadhari sells because of the fucking trailer, it's going to sell because of the fucking trailer. Like, look at the... Okay. I'm on the Zenless Zone Zero section, right? Look at what the content creators are fucking posting. Look at fucking... Look at even Razor. Look at the fucking... What do you fucking see on the fucking thumbnail? What do you see here? Like, no gooning. The gooniest summary of ZZZ. I just saw it. Look at Astra Yao. Someone fucking drew that shit. Fucking ZZZ's got so much Rule 34 out there in the goddamn world. I'm pretty fucking sure that a lot of fucking people who play ZZZ knows what the fuck they're getting involved in. You see what I mean? I think they know exactly what they're getting involved in. Holy shit. I just... It's fucking hilarious to me because it's like, this is what Zenless Zone Zero has been known for. Why do... I mean, like, hold on. Let me open this up, right? You don't think Weather and Waves made this character with the bouncy fucking titties just to go ahead and, you know, arbitrarily just throw it out there and be like, hey, you know what? It's a family-friendly character. I don't know. When I see fucking titties fucking jiggle in a fucking game, I think that goes to show there is something that even Weather and Waves developers understand. Ay, ay, ay. It's just funny. Like, I guess Saint must be so fucking bored that we're now fucking pulling out the ZZZ ads and we're fucking discussing this kind of shit. And the honest to God truth is that every fucking game is going to have some kind of a sexual appeal. There is games out there, there's even AAA title fucking games that people fucking like and shit, that straight up has, you know, minor sexual fucking shit in it. What's this? What y'all putting in the drama section? What's this? 4 minutes. What's this? Wow. There's gotta be some summon sixes, right? Rank 1. Alright, some 0. R1. Summon 0. Summon 0. R1s. Yeah, I told him we'll see GN do that. That is a full fucking that is a full Echo team. Holy shit. I guess if you have the premium Echo fucking team of Ferlova, Gabber, and fucking blind fucker here, then I guess you ain't gonna have any issues in that shit. The only other male character in the whole patch that is a support for Bayonet. Hey, look, think of it like this, okay? We could have gotten the WUWA treatment with Monoto. He would have been an S rank, right? He would have been a fucking complete goddamn S rank. But the issue would have been is that the son of a bitch would have been a fucking sub DPS. I'm still tickled on that. I am actually still tickled that there is the thought process that fucking ZZZ was never like it seems like the thought process is that ZZ was never a Goonish game or some shit. Like straight up, Nicole's a hooker, bro. She does anything for fucking money. Why you think they fucking sell the skins they fucking sell? Fucking Vivian wants to get fucked by Belle and Wise. Like, you might as well advertise shit like at Hare's Jane Doe and shit like this to make sure that someone understands what the fuck they're getting involved in. If anyone's ever played Zenless Zone Zero that thought it was a family-friendly fucking game, I don't know what to tell them. Nicole's not a night lady. She might con Envy to be one, though. Come the fuck on. Dude, here's another fucking one.
My back. Running around all day. This new job is killing me.
Even the furry's got something.
Miss Polgra, hi. I'm the new massage therapist here. Pleasure to meet you. If the pressure is too much, just let me know.
Okay.
All right, let's get started. Oh, I'm so sorry. I guess I didn't get it quite right.
It's fine. Just be a bit more gentle.
How are you feeling, Miss Polgra? A little better now? Miss Polgra? The massage is over now. Please feel free to rest here for a bit.
No way. Couldn't be her.
Like, oh my god, like, what else? What else? Did it have anything else? Like, popularity-wise. Like, let's look at this. Let's look at the advertisements. Like I said, I think that, like, character trailers, advertisement wise, on a lot of these is made for adults, not children. They each hit their own mark. Like, Zenless is such a gooning game. What's this one? Let's go down the list.
Ellen, you have to join the track team this semester.
Yeah, didn't you break the school's record for the relay race in last year's sports meet?
But that's too sweaty. I can go watch when it's on, though.
Wanna join the drama club then? We're doing the musical The Maid of the Sea, and there's a role that would be perfect for you.
Musical? Singing in front of people? No thanks. Any jellyfish with no lines?
Hey! The guys next door have been keeping low-key lately. You did something, right?
Not me.
Yeah, right. Just join the fight club already.
Please, have mercy.
Popular as always, Ellen. Oh yeah, so there's this new restaurant. You want to study there after school?
Studying on the first day back. That's not like you.
Ellen! All right, we're gonna gossip.
I can't today.
Why not?
Hey, Master, here's your heavenly blue heart bubble burst drink.
It's everywhere.
The protection target's at table 7? Got it. Good afternoon, Master. Here's your order. Would you like a touch of magic to enhance the flavor?
No thanks. I'm just waiting.
Have a great day, Master.
Huh?
Bringing you lots of love.
Look carefully. He's somewhere around here. I'll check over there. What are they doing? Over there! Don't let him get away.
1,
Over by the staff corridor.
3, 4, 5.
Wait.
6. I could have been out studying with my friends today.
Hey, out of the way! What's this maid doing here? Move aside. Enough talk.
So, you're the ones responsible for my overturn.
What about Yanagi?
This month's financial statement. Looks good. Phew, done. Now all I need is the chief's signature. Come to think of it, it's been a while since I've had a red bean bun.
Oh, damn, the tongue action.
Oh, wait, today's training day. I need to get this document to the chief before she leaves. She's still here. I want burgers! That'll be for dinner. Here, you can have this for now. Later we can... Wait, what? Where's Chief? Chief? Chief, are you there? Huh? Hello? Chief, are you there? Excuse me, have you seen... Oops, she's not here either. Sorry. Chief? Chief? Are you there? I'm not really in the mood to deal with you right now, but you're asking for it. Chief... Miyabi... Hoshimi Miyabi?
Like the fuck when he would look in the fucking box.
What am I doing?
Sold out so quickly today. A young lady just bought them all.
The red bean buns are already sold out. Oh, you're back. Red bean buns. I remember you liked them.
Nagi, look! Chief got a ton of red bean buns!
Tsukishiro, I went ahead and finished these for you.
All right, let's eat them together.
I call dibs on the biggest one!
Hey, that one's for Tsukishiro.
It's okay, Sukaku. You can have it.
You're the best, Nagi!
Watch Nicole's. Alright, let's go find Nicole's one. Let's go find Nicole's one. How wholesome is this one?
Ever since I picked up my first coin, I've liked Denny's. That round piece of metal, shinier than a mirror. Its weight in my hand, so reassuring. It was one of the few nice things we ever got to have at the orphanage. So I immediately went to show it to my best friend.
They kept her in the innermost room. She had accidentally gotten lost in a hollow once, and unfortunately, she was afflicted with terminal ether corruption.
Sir, may I go outside?
Oh, of course. I'll find a way to get a protective suit for you.
You're kidding. That would be super expensive. I just wanna see the sun one last time.
As a friend, how could I ignore that? Was money for this suit all we needed to allow her wish to come true? She'd really be able to see the sun again? I rallied all the kids from the orphanage I could to help me collect Denny's. From one street corner to another, scavenging among houses. We set out at dawn and worked until the evening glow. Despite our hard work, all we managed to gather was barely enough to fill my little bag.
Nicole, let's just forget it.
What are you talking about? We can't give up now. Keep going.
But it's impossible. How do you expect us to get enough money just by picking it up on the streets?
Besides, the sun's about to set. Getting more money won't stop it.
Of course I knew what little we had wasn't enough to buy even a piece of that suit. But luckily, I've always been a clever little kid. You're right. We won't be able to get enough to buy that suit.
So, should we go back? There should still be enough time to say goodbye.
Hold on. We can't afford a protective suit, but we can still buy that. That round piece of metal, shinier than a mirror. Its weight in my hand, so reassuring. Because of it, I made my best friend's wish come true. This was when I fell in love with Denny's. They can even let you buy hope.
Such a riveting story! Nicole of the Cunning Airs! I knew the rumors weren't true. They were saying you're a cold-hearted cheapskate.
Oh? So we have an understanding?
Of course! This story is proof you're a compassionate and honorable individual. I appreciate your understanding in regard to the overdue commission fee. We'll make up for it with the next payment.
Tisk tisk. Huh? You didn't get it after all. The moral of the story is, pony up the cash, or my childhood friend's gonna be meeting you real soon. Considering your willingness to cooperate, we'll settle for the interest for now. Andy, Billy, we're done here. Let me see how much, you're worth.
Jeez! Okay, so she fucking totally is using her friend in that regards. Okay. Alright, we're looking for the Nicole fucking demo or some shit.
Ambi, what's our target this time?
A special kind of bamboo.
I heard it's worth a lot.
A chance to fill our pockets.
Then what are we waiting for?
Okay? You guys ready? Let's go! I'm the diamond. I'm the ring. I'm the treasure. A little bit tricky. I know your secret. I draw your dream. I steal your heart, don't blame me coming. Look at me, can't you see? I'm a real match to reality. Look at you, I can see you're thirsty and worried about leaving me. Look at me, you can't see we're drifting, spinning fantasy. Look at me carefully. I have everything you want, I'm everything.
Another success.
Probably not. I might have not. I don't know. Okay, I'm done. I'm done looking at ZZ stuff like that. Yeah. Like, Is that all I got? Like, let's see, what else I got in here? I might take a fucking vacation. Who knows? What the fuck do we have here? I think I should have known. I think I should have fucking known. What about this one? What else we got in Reacts?
Much can be said with certainty about Arknight's Enfield after its beta test. It's got huge potential, it's going to be very popular, and this NPC is really sorry.
Really sorry, really sorry, really sorry, really sorry.
Having played the full duration of the beta, I can confidently say that Arknight's Enfield has the potential to define a whole new generation of gacha games. That is not an exaggeration. But okay. I really must emphasize the word potential. Because right now, I am increasingly worried that potential may never end up being realized. That very same potential could also turn the game into the biggest disappointment I've ever experienced in all my years of playing games. Firstly though, I really need to get the glazing out of my system, so let's just get that out of the way, shall we? There is so much that I fucking love about Enfield. Literally from the moment you open the game, it hits you with the Arknights. God, it's so good. Harking back to its roots, announcing itself to the world before greeting you with peak music just for the login screen.
Damn, that's actually pretty nice for UI.
The satisfaction of seeing all the sprawling factory belts come together, customizing map traversal with zip lines, the activity in the Dijang with your operators working and saying hello.
You're here, Administrator. How's your day?
The view of Talos 2 from the Nexus, the phenomenal sound design.
Karmic justice! Nobody's getting...
The eerie environment and music of Valley 4. The gorgeous environment and music of Jinlong.
But does it have flying?
And the headhunting. Oh my good lord, the headhunting. The music on the banner screen gets you all excited as if you're preparing for a rocket launch. You click the button, you hear those distant scintillations, and then...
Helldivers?
By far the best summoning experience in any gacha game I've ever played. Not even close. Oh, right, good. Got that out of my system. I have been fortunate enough to play both the alpha and beta of Enfield. In its alpha state, I was hooked. I was full of optimism and I was wholly convinced that it would be my favorite game of all time. So what changed in the beta? Thankfully, not the base. It's even better than before, and it has a ton of room to grow and become much deeper. Of course, even though the base has a very obvious target audience, with the nature of it being a gacha game, there will inevitably be those who are simply addicted to account progression as gameplay, and will play games they would otherwise have zero interest in just to feed that addiction. For those players, rather than simplify the gameplay, which would only annoy its fans and still wouldn't be good enough for the gacha addicts, they instead created these wacky inflatable tube guys, which you then have to murder in cold blood, which unlocks a bunch of tutorials for it. They are quite possibly the most needlessly hand-holding tutorials I've ever had to do, but I don't mind their existence at all if it means they can keep cooking and make it deeper, more complex, and even more fun and satisfying in the future. And for those who are hoping for just another account progression dopamine machine, who lament the mere thought of meaningfully engaging with the base at all, fear not, there is actually an easy solution. Don't play it. Unfortunately though, in spite of everything I've mentioned so far, Enfield has made what I feel are very significant mistakes. Pretty much all of them are fixable, these are far from permanent, but in general, beta tests tend to look pretty similar to their full release versions. So let's dive in. The main story is, to put it bluntly, bad. There's no nuance at all. Landbreakers are completely one-dimensional and uninteresting, just generic bad guys who want you dead. Compare them to Reunion from the Arknight's main story. They're introduced to us as fighting for the same goal as Rhodes Island, that being to liberate the infected, but with very different methods. There is a clear conflict, I understand the motivations of the antagonists and how they ended up where they are. Landbreakers have none of this. We also know almost nothing about the aims or motivations of the main villain Neferith, who might just be one of the most toothless villains I have ever seen. With the sole exception of one line when you first meet her, she shows up from time to time, says some vague bullshit and fucks off again. How on earth can this be written by Hypergriff, the same people who gave us Patriot and Tallulah? They can very reasonably fix all of these issues before the game's release, but the alpha story wasn't good either, so I'm not convinced they will. I have no issue with the notion of a simple story well told, but that does not describe Enfield's story at all. And it's not just the writers who are at fault. At one point, Chen refers to Neferith as Nephi, which I found extremely weird. Why is she giving the main villain a friendly nickname? Turns out this is because in every single language except English, Chen says essentially the equivalent of Nefer something or Nefer whatever, because the name went over her head. It's a subtle way of adding to her characterization. Instead, the English translators collectively hotboxed their entire office and decided Chen is actually giving her the kind of cute nickname you'd normally give to close friends. I am astounded at how incompetent this is, but then again, these are the same translators who translated cold to cryo, for no reason in particular, I'm sure. Most of the dialogue is also exasperating.
You should feel lucky, because I am the only one who can take care of technical problems like this. Say no more! Stop moving already, and do something about that ether side rupture before it gets any worse.
Guys, writers, please! Is it too much to ask
I'm not sure
to be treated like an idiot? Who could your target audience possibly be for this dialogue such that you feel the need to...
Go back to this real quick.
More.
The characters are very soft colored. They're not really cell shaded. I'm not sure if I like the aesthetic of this.
Stop moving already, and do something about that ether side rupture before it gets any worse.
Guys, writers, please! Is it too much to ask not to be treated like an idiot? Who could your target audience possibly be for this dialogue such that you feel the need to explicitly state the obvious multiple times and make sure everything is repeated very slowly for clarity? Oh, motherfucker! Consistent with the emerging trend of disappointing writing, frustratingly, are the characters. Not because their writing is bad per se, but because there's just so much wasted potential. For example, Ember is a Sancta and Shaihi is a Sarkaz. We know from the Arknight story that the Sancta and the Sarkaz are seemingly always in conflict with each other due to what the Sarkaz see as the Sancta's betrayal. An image of a Sarkaz and a Sancta holding hands was very prominent in Arknight's fourth concept trailer as a holy shit moment because its meaning was so significant. Meanwhile, the only mention of something even slightly resembling a connection to this lore is one line in Ember's file saying, "The children born and raised in Talos 2 would never learn that angels and sanctum used to carry beautiful meanings in times past." If I'm interpreting this correctly, this is the writer's way of saying that the entire history of Terra, all the extraordinary, catastrophic, mountain-moving events that directly led to Terran races ending up on Talos 2, not important. None of it matters anymore. I am so disappointed in the writers. What a monumental waste of such an incredible wealth of lore at your disposal. All that being said, though, I must admit, I do love the fact the resident Australian, Aviwena, says verbatim, "Burden beast piss. How does it taste like? Crikey fucking bloody oath, Sheila, you piss-drinking cunt." Despite nearly all the writing being a massive letdown, I want to make it explicitly clear the voice actors, thankfully, are actually good at their job and have done marvelous work with the material they've been given. I'm a huge fan of Aviwena, Dapan, and Wolfguard's regional accents.
Oh, of course. You're the boss. You point the way.
Not a problem. Leave it to me.
And on top of that, the animations are way more expressive, the models are outstanding, and their idle chatter adds a ton
Idealism is always detached from reality, and it's the first step towards disappointment.
Thank you, Wolfguard. Also, just one more thing. I am no prude. I am a straight man who plays gacha games. I'm not going to pretend not to like fan service. But guys, holy fuck, relax. Subtlety is dead. Humanity is cooked. Have mercy on my soul. Guide me from the wayward woman, Lord Jesus. Now, as I said before, everything I have mentioned so far is fixable. Bad writers can be replaced and characters can be given good writing later on, which is why all of this is negligible compared to the number one issue I have with Arknights Endfield in its beta state, because it is not fixable once it is released. In order to get there, we first need to talk about combat. Combat in Endfield for the most part revolves around skills and skill points. Use a shared SP bar to trigger a battle skill, which in theory triggers a combo skill, which triggers even more of them, and so on. Combo skills are essentially just QTEs with extra steps that deal damage. You press E when the prompt shows up and it gets the neurons going. Basic attack strings essentially serve as the cost of getting a final strike, which is the last hit in the sequence. Final strikes
some of these monsters look
SP,
fucking pretty
so
damn
for the most
good.
part, you really want to be getting the full sequence of basic attacks to that end. That logic generally applies to the combat as a whole. Given the importance of skills, you want to be maximizing SP restoration, hence the prevalence of Arclight in nearly every team composition. Her individual damage may not be anything noteworthy, but her ability to generate SP is excellent, and more SP means more damage. I'm honestly kind of surprised she isn't a 6-star. Now, the beta also adds the ability to dodge. Due to the nature of final strikes being your primary way of restoring SP, you need to commit to the full sequence of basic attacks to get it, which means currently there is still very much a choice every time an enemy attacks you of either dodging or taking the hit, and the dodge is often not the best move. But it still gives me cause for concern. Future 6-stars are inevitably going to be designed to take advantage of more and more gameplay mechanics. Right now, the dodge only exists as a means of survival rather than facilitating damage. But if a dodge exists in any capacity, there is a very real danger of them leaning much further into it by, say, having a 6-star with a combo skill triggered by a dodge, and then more units with kits centered around dodging who synergize with that 6-star, and a new 6-star whose basic attacks don't get interrupted by the dodge, and before long you'll end up with a player base wanting more and more action, understandably seeking to flex their ADHD action gamer reflexes as their expression of skill. But with Enfield's base building being the way it is, and with the fact that they didn't dumb down the actual substance of the base building at all since the alpha, the vision the Enfield team had was clearly aimed at the kind of player who likes to obsess over details, who may not necessarily want something based on reflexes, but instead something more strategic, controlled and precise. The base obviously appeals to this kind of player, while the combat has ended up with a sort of identity crisis. Unsure of what it really wants to look like, trying to be a bit at everything while never actually excelling at any of them. Most of the strategy comes from the team comps rather than the execution. The actual process of triggering combos and doing damage and so on, while satisfying for a while, is very easy. Use a battle skill or two, do your basic attack string, face tank smaller hits, use combo skills on cooldown, and repeat. I quickly exhausted every single possibility for improvement, and even self-limiting clears like duos and solos are not at all challenging. I died more often to platforming than to enemies. This is mostly due to the current cast of enemies lacking any real variety or complexity. Sure, it will improve with time, but the state of the game at launch has real implications for the future of the game. Hypergriff has been through these motions before. Today, more than 5 years after its launch, Arknights is known for its meaningfully challenging endgame modes to the point of Chinese universities hosting nationwide Arknights tournaments, with thousands of dollars in prize money.
Jesus Christ.
I've kept playing for all these years because Arknights has such a rich endgame and high skill ceiling, but for a long time it didn't. When it first launched, the most interesting gameplay it had to offer was Chapter 4. It took them years to make integrated strategies a permanent game mode. But the difference is Arknights didn't offer anything else in terms of gameplay. There was nothing else to play the game for. With Enfield, Hypergriff seems to have regressed into doing the same thing by making it frustratingly shallow in its launch state, but doing so this time is a critical mistake. Those who are looking for strategic depth will not find it. It is pathetically easy, and it will remain that way for at least the first 6 months. Which means once those players have completed their bases, which really doesn't take that much time, they may not stick around for that long. But those who are looking for action will get plenty of it from daily and weekly gameplay, regardless of the difficulty. The ability to dodge not only gives those action-seeking players their daily dose of dopamine, but also significantly diminishes the need for healing. If their overworld healing needs can be met with items you can craft directly from the backpack, and a 4-star like Snowshine can provide literally all my healing needs with room to spare anyway, what reason does the action-seeking player have to engage with the base at all? The outposts are optional. All they need at that point is some components to make gear. This, combined with the lack of strategic depth in its launch state, creates a serious risk of cultivating a majority of players who are exclusively invested in the action gameplay. Now, this will be a controversial take, but I would not be making this video were I not willing to defend it. I think the best decision Enfield could possibly make after the beta is to remove the dodge entirely. Hypergriff's development decisions will be driven by what players want, and if the vast majority of players aren't engaging with the base, the game's evolution will reflect that. This is my #1 issue with the game. They are creating a precarious combination of action gameplay in the combat alongside the slower gameplay of the base. We already have an example of such a precarious combination in a gacha game failing to hold in Zenless Zone Zero's TV mode. It is an action game, it was advertised as an action game, lo and behold, the action gamers didn't like the TV mode, and HoYoverse decided to all but kill the TV mode entirely. The difference though is that Zenless Zone Zero was built from the ground up around its dodge and parry mechanics. It is fundamentally an action game, that is where its strengths lie, and that decision was an act of leaning further into those strengths. Enfield, on the other hand, has been built from the ground up around the base, yet it is taking clear steps towards action gameplay. Obviously they aren't going to kill off the base entirely, you might as well announce end of service at that point, but I am convinced Enfield is sleepwalking into doing something not all that far removed. If the game cultivates a player base who are seeking action, then as more and more regions are introduced, each one asking the player to build a new base from scratch, those action-seeking players will complain, and being the majority of the player base, there is a serious danger of Hypergriff pivoting to action gameplay for that reason. And we have already seen that Hypergriff is perfectly willing to let you sidestep most of the strategy in their strategy game, so long as you pay up. But for the same reason HoYoverse's attempts at strategy have been absolute dogshit, Hypergriff would not even hold a candle to developers with mature and polished action gameplay systems. Removing the dodge and doubling down on strategic gameplay solves this problem and gives them the space to build on Enfield's strengths and create something truly phenomenal. It is by far the best decision they can make for the longevity of the game. Instead, they are trying to steer it in 2 different directions simultaneously. One towards that vision they so clearly had a year ago, and one towards appealing to a wider, more general audience. If we're being honest with ourselves though, we all know what general audience really means. Let's not pretend otherwise. It means the HoYoverse audience. Obviously there's nothing wrong with playing HoYoverse games. This does not mean every single HoYoverse fan ever. The problem is with those who do not see each game as having a unique identity appealing to different kinds of players, but rather they see 3D anime RPG gacha game as a genre in itself. And yes, that does include you, Wuthering Waves fans. HoYoverse and Kuro Games both have their roots in action gameplay, while Hypergriff's roots are in strategy, and yet there are still those who make the argument that trying to be like Genshin or like Wuthering Waves or whatever is a good thing because they're the most popular gacha, and for some reason, popularity is the only thing that matters to these people. I'm going to make what may seem like a strange analogy at first, but just trust me on this. When Gangnam Style released in 2012, it was a global phenomenon. It became the first video to reach 1 billion views on YouTube, and just like that, the Korean pop industry was catapulted into the mainstream. More than a decade after that phenomenon, do we now have a thriving industry consisting solely of songs that are like Gangnam Style? Sounds a bit silly, doesn't it? Psy did not stumble upon some magic formula for success which can be repeated forever with the right balance of ingredients, and Psy has explicitly said this himself.
You know, I cannot call this success because this is called phenomena, and which means I don't do anything. People do it, right? So this was by people, not by me.
K-pop is the leviathan of an industry it is today, not because everybody copied Gangnam Style, but because people took advantage of the opportunities Gangnam Style opened up. Fast forward to 2020 and Genshin Impact becomes a global phenomenon, catapulting gacha games into the mainstream. MiHoYo put some forward-thinking people at the wheel, quickly built a brand identity, renaming themselves HoYoverse, and now, 5 years later, HoYoverse has found unfathomable sustained success. But again, this is not because they found some magic formula, but because they took advantage of the opportunities brought about by the phenomenon that was and is Genshin Impact. This is what people so often miss when they insist that every new gacha game needs to be like some other gacha game. Of course, this is no concern for enlightened and experienced 3D anime RPG gacha game enthusiasts like ourselves. I'm sure our judicious and learned beta testers have provided invaluable feedback to the developers. Shall we peruse a few of them? Dash feels underwhelming. It should be more forgiving and have more iframes. It's not to my liking because of my action RPG experiences. You don't say! Game needs a proper dodge, and anyone who says otherwise is coping. A quick look around the gacha space makes this abundantly clear. Not being able to dodge cancel makes the overall combat loop feel unsatisfying because you're forced to take hits that could have been avoided. Yeah, dodging definitely needs rework, like larger iframes for casuals and consecutive dodges, and dodges not breaking your basic attack combo, and more dodging distance, and making dodges more rewarding, and make SP boss 4 instead of 3. It would make combat faster. Please make normal attacks more powerful, and also make each hit give SP, and also stagger, and also please give SP whenever I dodge. Also, please make dodges use less stamina. Also, so far so good, but it feels like some essential features are missing, like iframe rolls and parrying and deflecting. Hey, remember what I said about players wanting more and more action if a dodge exists? Make SP boss 4 instead of 3, and make it recharge faster. Right now, there's no incentive to swap to another character during combat. It cancels the animation and doesn't change the position. I hope they make it more like Wuthering Waves. Oh, here we go, boys, buckle up! Combat's already way better than with the technical test. Being too different will scare new players away. They changed it from the technical test for a reason. But this is my view as someone who's played lots of recent gacha games like Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, and Wuthering Waves, but never the original Arknights. By the way, there is Girls Frontline 2 for a more top-down strategic approach, which is exactly why I'm not playing it. Here are some exploration options in the competitors I've played. Genshin Impact, the game should tell me which...
You know what this is just saying right here? It's just saying that what the game was trying to create, probably, the idea that it was going, and then people coming in and all this kind of shit, all it's basically saying is, this is not a game that's made for you. And you just want it changed for you. We're at the point in the world where selfishness just takes over.
Weapon to put on my character, like in Zenless Zone Zero. Also, the game should tell me which gear to put on my character, like in Zenless Zone Zero. Overworld exploration feels kind of slow. A good example of how to make it better would be Wuthering Waves. Right now, this feels like a certain game where the combat is you running around and combining different skills to get the reaction. Damn, that's crazy. I wonder why. Jump feels too short and floaty. It would be great to increase the height or allow a double jump. It would have to redo all the geometry. What do you mean? This is especially important because of improvements to exploration the competition has been making. Oh, will you please fuck off? It would be great if they considered adding platforming abilities like a double jump and wall climbing and swimming and the grappling hook. It's one of the fun aspects of open world games. It's not an open world game, for crying out loud! All the big open world gacha games let you carry over the pity, so this system will not bode well for most of the mainstream gacha community. Well, they can bloody well fuck off then! People need to learn how to skip banners. This is stupid advice. Just look at this example from You just wanted to be more like HoYoverse. And they're the most popular gacha, period. Not carrying over the guarantee in a game competing with I only build up pity if there is a character I really want dupes for. The concept of dupes is already questionable. Looking at Genshin Impact. I know very few people that play Arknights, but dozens that play Hoyo and Kuro games. This is a lie. You know people who play one Kuro game. It is Wuthering Waves specifically. Don't fucking lie to me! It's about what your competition does in business. Oh my god, you people are insufferable. I keep pulling after I get the character to build pity, but that's now a mistake in this game. You have a gambling addiction! Building pity is not a thing! In my ideal gacha system, there is no 50-50 system at all. Just a banner with X pulls to get it guaranteed, and a higher chance to get it at X pulls. This is literally the Enfield system, you idiot! Mark my words, if this system goes live with no changes, the player base from competitors of this game will absolutely not play long term. Bear in mind, by the way, this is just from the Discord server. There will be far more of this in the private feedback surveys. I want to highlight one more post, however, in which 2 testers state similar concerns to mine and are met with a rather depressing response. The first tester says, "Currently there are a lot of action elements, but the battles don't feel exciting. I think the battle system in the technical test might be more enjoyable. When it comes to action, other companies' games are more refined, and the current system just feels like an inferior version of them, which is just annoying." The second agrees. "There are some opinions that it's plain compared to other games, but Enfield is differentiated from others and is interesting in its own way, so I don't want it to be swayed by those opinions and make it feel too action-oriented. If the dodge window is too lenient, it'll just become a dodging action game." While the third tester, eloquently summing up the vast majority of the feedback, says, "I agree with increasing the action element. The reason is simple, it will attract a wider range of players."
Yep.
This, essentially, is the mindset of people who keep asking for the game to be something it's not. They have no concept of carving out a niche in the market, or games having unique identities, or the developers having their own vision. It's all just monthly revenue PvP. It is boring, it is exhausting, and I lament the apparent reality that Hypergriff seems to be listening to them. As it stands, the base is the one and only thing meaningfully differentiating Enfield from other gacha games. Thankfully, the majority of people anticipating the game's release do seem to understand how important the base is for that reason. But while it does have tons of room to grow and become even better, I have become convinced it will not. The most optimistic outcome I can believe in is that new regions will have a new gimmick, like Jinlong's fluids and pipes. You build a new base with it over the course of maybe a few days at most. The vast majority of players will be satisfied, and that's where it will end.
Just wait, they'll take out the base.
Gacha games are not conventional games. Fundamentally, the characters are the product, and the game is simply a vessel through which the product is marketed. But reducing all gacha games to this fundamental is boring. They're fun! There's so much potential in the live service model for outstanding single-player games to see years of consistent updates and improvements, to foster thriving communities that conventional games often don't have the lifespan for. Instead, a subset of the communities that already exist are preventing that potential from being realized by consistently pushing new endeavors with unique visions into the same box until they all become homogenized imitations of the same thing. Hypergriff needs to decide if they are content with being that imitation, because a game for everyone is a game for no one. There was a moment while playing through the main story which I think will stick with me for many years. I was thinking about some moments from the alpha, like Fial's desperate attempts to jump onto this ledge because I was standing on it and admiring certain details on the blighted Gigaspawns. My boy was caked up, holy! I happened to be in the Origin Lodespring region at the time, and I noticed why the music for this place in particular felt so eerie. Remember the menu theme I was glazing earlier? Now compare that motif to the music from this part of the map. It invokes a feeling of loss, a feeling of knowing something will never be the same again. And suddenly, I had to stop what I was doing because I was hit with an overwhelming feeling of nostalgia for the alpha.
Are you having fun, Topo?
It's really satisfying, actually. I'm a big fan of it. There's so much potential in what this combat can be. Do you have any other comments on the overall storyline? Okay. I can write an essay for this. I want the story to have a spine and let writers take risks. I'll be disappointed if it's dumbed down and basic. Wait, no. Angelina!
Angie, that's not how you abuse gravity.
Angie, no. I'm sorry. I really hope they commit to what they've got here. I think it's sick. Commit to the vision, commit to no dodge and shit. Obviously, like, it needs refining and stuff, but...
You do understand not many people will agree with you.
Yeah, I know. As long as they're actually playing the alpha and understand what the vision is and what it's asking of them, it's totally fine. If they disagree, like, all I can reasonably ask of someone is to think for themselves, right? I can't fucking wait for this game's full release, man. This is a technical alpha. It's like a really bare bones version of this game, and it's already like, I've just been unable to put it down. Just actually insane. I'm so excited, dude. I can't wait. It feels a little weird to talk about it this way because it was literally only a year ago, but I'm making this video in the first place because I need to express how it made me feel. I had so much optimism for what the game could be. But now that optimism is becoming silent lamentation. If Enfield continues on the path it's currently on, every gacha developer with an eye on this game will see the trend. Originality is overrated and the path to success lies in imitation. The men in suits will take notice and unique, interesting ideas with oceans of potential will not even see the light of sunrise. Enfield is a dying canary in a coal mine. That canary may not be dead yet, but I am not at all convinced Hypergriff is interested in saving it. What could have been the harbinger of a golden age could instead doom itself to be the death knell of gacha games. I have given every possible piece of feedback I can give to the developers, and so I have done all that I can to convince them to remain faithful to the vision they clearly had. For now, I can only hope the decisions which need to be made will be made by those who are just as enchanted with that vision as I am. And I won't be left wondering what could have been.
All you can do is hope. I mean... it. Oh damn, this video is 7 months old. I thought this was something recent. 2 days ago.
Did you know that nothing can ever be bad, ever? Yes, that's right. If you like something, every single decision made by the people that made it must therefore be good. Integrity is elitist, actually. Fascinating. Anyway, I just got done watching the special program for Enfield's Beta Test 2 with a lot of new information and gameplay and a new trailer and lots of hype. I am very excited for the beta. I thoroughly enjoyed watching the stream. I love the new trailer. The new environments look absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to explore them. I love most of the new characters, save for whatever the fuck this is. I'm killing myself. Pogranichnik, I think that's how you say that, or also known as Helga. It looks extremely fun, and he's easily the character that I'm most excited for. Definitely getting him no matter what. The updates to the Dijang look excellent. I am extremely excited by the notion of building structures to help other players. The single most obvious inspiration from Death Stranding they've taken so far, my favorite game of all time. And I'm very excited to get my hands on the new and improved combat. Yes, you heard me. I think the combat looks good. No, I'm not going to crash out about the dodge, because I don't give a shit about the dodge anymore, and if you still do, then you shortly won't. My only hope is that it doesn't make defenders pointless, but I think Hypergriff is more than capable of making sure that will be the case. The overwhelming majority of this livestream has me very excited to finally get my hands on this game again, whenever that may be. But you, my dear viewer, the astute observer of exceptional wit and indubitable charm, are not here to listen to me sing its praises, or talk about the things I like about the game, even if the positives constitute the vast majority of my opinion on it. No, you are here because I have some concerns I wish to talk about. And apparently, talking about your concerns is crashing out. Being critical of something you like is doom posting, and wanting games to be unique and interesting is elitist. Absolutely nothing I say or do short of
Where have I heard this before? Oh no, go back. Say that again.
Listen to me sing its praises. Or talk about the things I like about the game, even if the positives constitute the vast majority of my opinion on it. No, you are here because I have some concerns I wish to talk about. And apparently, talking about your concerns is crashing out. Being critical of something you like is doom posting, and wanting games to be unique and interesting is elitist. Absolutely.
It's I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna give him full credit, but I'm gonna steal that.
absolutely nothing I say or do short of deleting my channel and killing myself will be good enough for people who think like that, so I don't give a fuck anymore. Without further ado, what's up guys? Crash out doom posting elitist here. Let's talk about gacha and blueprints. Starting with gacha. They announced there will be 3 banners: New Horizons, Basic, and Chartered. Pulls for New Horizons are acquired through main story missions and will guarantee a 6-star upon completion. Basic and Chartered both guarantee a 6-star within 80 pulls. Chartered is the big one, which will feature new operators as they are released, and has a 120 pull guarantee to get the featured rate-up operator. What's new though is that we now know the gacha will not work the same way it does in Arknights. Instead of a character being added to the standard pool after their rate-up banner ends, they will instead be included in the pool for 2 more banners for a total of 3, and then will be removed from the pool of available operators. That's right. All characters are now limited. They describe this as the operator temporarily leaving the pool, because according to them, they plan reruns for later. So we can plan our pulls at our own pace, so there's no need to worry about missing your favorites. Now, if they actually do rerun operators frequently enough, the fact that they are limited is not an issue. But we have no way of knowing what later means until at least several months into the game's release. Will it be a few months? A year? A few years? Will reruns for popular characters be deliberately withheld until they need a nice little cash injection? Will old operators eventually be added to the standard pool? We don't know. But to then hear this bullshit line, don't worry about missing your favorites, you already have a perfectly functional gacha system in Arknights. There is absolutely no reason to introduce FOMO into that system that isn't completely and utterly cynical. Announcing that basically every character will be limited and then saying, oh no, don't worry, there'll be reruns later, that's not comforting, that's sinister. But my main concern with characters now being limited is the possibility that character potentials will now make a massive difference is up in the air. They don't clarify whether the guarantee is still one time only as it was before, and even then it may not even matter. Characters being limited means players will be significantly more incentivized to pull for potentials, especially for their favorites. I have spent money on Arknights because dupes don't make a massive difference, so I can build a lot of operators and have more strategies available to me in my roster. If dupes are now much more important all of a sudden, it will have the opposite effect on me. I will be strongly encouraged to spend way less, because I don't like seeing such transparent greed. This is not at all what I expect to see from Hypergriff. Now let's talk about blueprints.
Just copy and paste, and you're done.
To make this perfectly clear from the outset, this is not about personal blueprints. Being able to copy and paste a production line that you've built is a good feature that I wholeheartedly welcome. The basic starter blueprints are kind of just whatever. I would rather they didn't exist, but they're just basic ones, so it's not a big deal. But by far the biggest point of contention I've seen being discussed about anything related to the entire special program is shareable blueprints for your entire factory. Literally just copy a share code and paste it in, that's it. Pretty much all the dismissals I've seen of concerns about this sound something like, people will just use a YouTube guide anyway, what's the difference? The difference is that you have to go and look for a guide and follow it step by step. This is you being presented with a button to skip the process of following the guide in the first place and just getting the end result. It's very different. But Factorio and Satisfactory have blueprints. Those games have an upfront cost serving as the barrier to entry, and they are also orders of magnitude larger in scale. This sounds so good. Enfield is a free-to-play RPG gacha game with a rather small factory area, and it never encourages you to rebuild it. Or the classic, it doesn't affect your experience. You can still build your own factory. This is just for people who don't want to do the factory stuff. You have missed the point. A gigantic proportion of players who would otherwise be perfectly willing to build their own factory and enjoy the gameplay they worked so hard to make will now never bother doing so. And if only a tiny fraction of players are engaging with a certain part of the game, why the hell would they invest their resources into building on it and developing it further? Yep. The factory and base building obviously won't be phased out entirely, and they will still play a decent role in existing regions, but I'm calling it now, once we go elsewhere, it will be dramatically less important with each new region. I would be delighted to be wrong. I really do mean that. I really would. But plain and simply, What this decision tells me, and no doubt what it tells thousands of others, is that they have no confidence left in the factory mode, because they want as many players as possible at any cost. The kind of player to whom absolutely nothing matters except making everything more convenient. If I am given no reason whatsoever to think Hypergriff has any confidence in the factory mode, why the fuck should I have any confidence in it either? Letting players forgo the factory mode entirely with a share code is not an amplifier of creativity and productivity. Come the fuck on, guys. At least have some respect for the people you're talking to. Absolutely everyone sees right through this. And then that's all followed up with, the goal is to let more administrators fall in love with...
The thing is that if you're going to take a system that is the core system, right? Which is, I'm guessing, I don't know shit about Arknights, okay? But if the factory section was the core section, you're going to put the blueprints and stuff in there instead, and you're going to shortcut it, then what's the point of doing the factories? Then that just means later on, just phase it out to where there's no more factories. Then Arknight Infield becomes something completely different than what it was supposed to be. So the actual fans for the game, for what it had to offer, I guess with the original version before this one, is going to lose basically something that was their enjoyment, just because new players are not going to want it. And that is the same way as what happened with fucking Guilty Gear. Like, I don't play Guilty Gear Strive. I'm no longer in the FGC, but because of that reason. Because they took away shit that made Guilty Gear for a casual audience. It was not. You have years on years as you're building a system. You're improving the system every year. You're building a new game. You're making it better. And then you just decide to flip the switch because you no longer want to go ahead and cater to the loyal fan base that makes you. That's why, like, my statement before holds very true. And this goes to every single fucking developer that's out there right now. When it comes, especially mainly for mainstream, indie game developers are a little bit different in this. But when it comes to mainstream stuff, when it comes to Hoyoverse, when it comes to Kuro fucking games, when it comes to fucking even Hypergriff right now, they don't give a fuck about you. You, the player who's been playing Genshin for so fucking long. You, the player who's been playing fucking HSR for so long. You, the player who has been playing ZZZ and Weathering Waves and Project Grey Raven, all these fucking games and everything for years. The developer looks at you and the developer says straight up, I don't care about you, bro. You're invested. You did what you had to do. You gave us your money. You're at a point now where you're skipping banners and such. Who gives a fuck about you? Oh, look. New person. What do you want, little new person? Ah, we will fucking cater to you. I mean, that's just the truth of it.
What makes this experience special? The joy of building with your own hands. This is monumentally short-sighted. Hypergriff, you have shot yourselves in both feet, just as you are about to start running a marathon. You have allowed your game to be lobotomized by Philistines. People who do not even slightly give a shit about your art. People who will abandon you in droves the moment a shinier distraction appears are celebrating your decisions. But hey, devs listened. That's all that fucking matters, right? Devs listening to the most asinine, illiterate demographic on Earth. The kind of people who will actively try to turn your game into the shit that lazy parents put on an iPad in front of their drooling toddler. Anyway, everything else was really cool. I enjoyed at least 95% of that stream. I'm sure the rest of the game will be really fun. Hope I get into the beta. See you all on the 3rd of November, I guess. You know.
I mean, the fact of the matter is, like I said, like, I've come to this conclusion with several games that I have fucking loved that has changed in the course of the years. That they have changed their tempo. They have changed their visions because, honestly, when they first came out, oh, hell yeah, man. They got 100,000 players playing and everything. They love the game, everything else. But it's 100,000 players. The next year, they release another game or they release another update or some shit like this to whatever. And it goes downhill. It goes downhill. It goes downhill to where they have to make the changes to accordingly only pull in new players. And dare I say, another little bit of a problem with all this, to be completely honest and frank about this, is the general player themselves is also at fault. Because the niche community that is upholding the game and everything else, like I stated before, it gets to a point. I'm going to use ZZZ as an example on this, okay? You're a person who played ZZZ. You love all of 1.0 all the way to 1.7. You loved all the changes. You loved everything about it. You know, there's people out there who still love TV mode, even though it was removed. And that was a decision that was made, not in terms for those people. It was made in terms to try to pull in a new audience. But still, you loved what 1.0 gave you, and then you come into 2.0 and you're not liking that there's rupture agents. You're not liking the trend of the story. You're not liking how things are going within 2.0. To be quite honest with you, is that the player base who developed their accounts, who built their teams, that looked at things, that looked at the banner, says, you know what? I'm skipping this character. I'm moving on. You know, I don't need this. I got a Miyabi. Miyabi's my answer for everything. These are basically the decisions that end up showcasing, you know, the business decision. Well, our invested players are players who've been playing ZZZ for so long, that has their accounts and everything managed. They're skipping characters. They're not investing like they used to. We can't, at this point in time, we can't finance it no more. We need to look at new money. And when you start putting in things in the game that is more appealing to the newer player base, and the newer players come in and they like what they have, you know, at that point in time, yeah, the old player doesn't like it, but the new player likes it. And you want to install ZZZ, you want to install whatever game, but like we're just using ZZZ example, you uninstall it because you don't like the direction ZZZ is going. In the general aspect, you being removed from ZZZ does not hurt ZZZ. You're being replaced by 5 more people. And out of those 5, maybe 3 of them, 2 or 3 of them is going to stay. Because they're going to enjoy it for what it is. Now, the problem is that this could also be a section where the development side of things, as a developer, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You can be shooting yourself in the foot 100%. But Hoyo, I guarantee you right now, don't give a fuck about if they're shooting themselves in the foot or not, because they got enough fucking money to take this chance, to push this. So Hoyoverse, in that regards, is going to take the chances. We, again, like I said, I've seen this with games like with different developers, Lords of the Fallen. I've seen this shit with fighting games. I've seen this shit with Soul-like games. I've seen this shit with even like games that I have fell in love with, like even Sonic the Hedgehog and shit back in the day, to where changes have been made on purpose, not for me, but to be a cash grab in the sense to get more money. So you have to make the game more appealing for newer players. That's why, like, everything that I actually like about ZZZ does come from 1.0 content. I am not going to deny that. Like, 1.0 content is actually what really has drive me to loving ZZZ. Recently, with its changes, I don't particularly care for them, but I understand them. That's why when you're talking about like in the recent coming last couple of months, right? People didn't like the Defiler. People didn't like Miasma Priest. People didn't like the Miasma shield mechanics. They didn't like certain aspects of the game. They don't like how the characters look. They don't like all this. The thing is that these are all decisions that has been made because of games like Weather and Waves. This is 100% like, I'm sure ZZZ developers have realized that while you are a person who may really enjoy ZZZ back in the day, you like the fact that you had buffs that, you know, were more universal, that skill was more of the expression surrounding the game, that you could do whatever you wanted to, basically, to a certain degree, and getting the victories off in DA and everything else, everything felt good to you. To the majority of newer players, if you look at their feedback and you look at what they're saying, people who do not play Zenless Zone Zero, they don't like TV mode. Okay, let's remove it. I don't like how hard it is to get the performance points when I have to go ahead and fight something like Pompey. That's why I don't play ZZ, because straight up the end game doesn't feel good to me. Let's casualize the bosses. Let's make different changes. And the problem, though, I see with ZZZ is that they're not fully hard committing to things. They're committing, but they're not. Is putting ZZZ in this middle ground to where, yeah, it is a little bit of a tipping point to where it could go either way. But the problem here is that either way it goes, what is going to be the absolute determining point for ZZ is how are they going to attract new players. The buffs now are more shield for units, stuff like this, okay? But there was shield buffs before for fucking Miyabi, which even if you got a buff that was shield for Miyabi, it worked basically for every single anomaly-based fucking team character, which was basically the dominating force last year. Right now, it looks like Rupture and a little bit of attackers. We're seeing what's happening with double attackers and such, but we're going to see what happens. But in general, like, this year is Rupture agents. So everything's being more catered around Rupture. But with the shield buffings and the buffings changing and stuff like this, that is all made. And I 100% believe this, and this is a hot take, but 100% I believe it's being made for the newer players who are just getting into the game every month. Because ZZZ is not shorthanded on downloads. There is people playing it. There is people pulling for Lucias. There is people who's going to pull for Hidares. There's going to be people who's pulling for Banyus and fucking Dialins and everything. And those buffs are fucking in general made as a stepping stone for them. But it's with the boss structures like how it's been since Miasma Priest. You just gotta parry three times in a row here, 3 times in a row there till you get 5,000 performance points. That's still a little bit too difficult. So Miasma Fiend comes in, you just got to play a little bit of minigame, you get 5,000 performance points. Defiler comes in, you just got to go through 3 invulnerability phases. But in general, the more I look at how that fight was being played out and everything, that fight's played for the dumbest of dumbest players. Like, I didn't tell you all this, but I'm going to put it like this to y'all. I have put my 7-year-old on ZZZ playing the content. And you know what fight my son really fucking loves right now? The Defiler. My 7-year-old loves the Defiler boss over every other fucking boss fight. And in general, it's because of the invulnerability phases. I asked him the question, why do you like the boss so much? According to him, it's the easiest fight to engage in because he knows he has three spots to breathe. The way he explained it to me is that unlike the priest, unlike some of the other bosses, this boss allows him to breathe. That was basically his wording to me, is like he's able to actually know that when this moment happens, he does not have to be thinking. I never thought of it like that. Like the 3 phases, when you get into them, they're not instantaneously like going straight into a vulnerability. You're completely aware of what's going to happen. When the blade shit happens, you're pushed back. You are absolutely pushed back to where you know, okay, she's going to do the blade section. Boom, boom. When we get to the fucking tsunami shit, boom, boom. When we get to the last part with the shields, you just got to parry it 4 times. He likes the fact that you have room to breathe. He's not looking at the time clock. He's not looking at his score. He's looking at the fight, and he's having an enjoyment playing it. And he doesn't feel overwhelmed. He doesn't feel like when I put him against Butcher and everything before, when I put him against it and everything, oh, he fucking hates Butcher. Oh, he fucking hates Pompey. Oh, he fucking does not like the thing. He's okay with my Asthma Fiend for a little bit, but the Filer's his favorite boss. And then you got to think of it like this, okay? After letting him play it, after letting him do everything, I thought about it like this. This is basically like a fucking newspaper in a sense. You got to fucking lower the fucking age level of the fucking player and make it to where a fucking 7-year-old can fucking play this game. That's what I feel. That's why, like I said, the casualization, what people don't realize, when I say like casualization of a game, is you're dumbing the game down because there's people out there who is too hard-headed to actually try things, to actually learn how the game fucking plays. They just want to hit buttons. And these are, dare I say, these are more likely the fucking people who's going to spend more money in your fucking game if they can do what they want. If they're not frustrated. Is your son trying to clear the max? No, he's just enjoying the game. He's just fucking enjoying it. So you got a game that has a high skill gap, right? That is, let me put it this way. Not everybody likes fucking Dark Souls, okay? The reason why I like Dark Souls was a very much a big success and everything was because Dark Souls built a reputation of being the hardest fucking game to play. So typically people got into Dark Souls who were coming in not for the lore, not for the story, that came in late. Like even I got introduced with Dark Souls being told it's the hardest fucking game, you're not gonna be able to play it. And I said, bet. And then I got into it and the game was so fucking difficult that for someone like myself, I didn't quit. I just kept going because I actually enjoyed it. There's people I know of who fucking hates Dark Souls with a fucking passion. Because to them, games should not be designed in the scenario of being the hardest piece of shit that I need to play, that I already have a job, that why should I fucking come home and play a game that fucking forces me to fucking actually have to think? I want brain rot. This is what's been going on now in the fucking gaming industry for so fucking long. Players don't want to play games. Like, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say it like this. About a good fucking 70% of people who claim that they are gamers don't like playing games. They don't like it. They're the type of people that bitch when there's not an easy mode in a game, or now quote unquote story mode in a game, because they took out the word easy and they replaced it with the word story driven. So that way it is a game where you can go play it even easier than normal because you're only here for the story. Fucking Baldur's Gate's got that shit. I'm a person who, you know, I like to struggle. I like games that gives me an uphill battle and I got to overcome it because it's the best fucking thing there is. That I don't want to be playing Dynasty Warriors here and beating up a fucking 2 million fucking NPC enemies over here that I'm wasting my fucking time that doesn't show that I have skill or nothing. Like, in all honesty, there's no skill involved if I gotta go beat 2,000 fucking goddamn NPC soldiers on the fucking field. No, I'm just playing a fucking beat 'em up. I'm playing brain rot. When we talk about gachas games and such in particular, gacha, okay, is its own. It has been there well before fucking like Genshin has existed, right? Gacha is its own subgenre of a game, which is taken from the idea, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's taken from the idea of the gacha phone capsule games where you basically, you know, you put 50 cents in the fucking machine, you twist a knob, you get a ball, and whatever comes out of it, you know, is by luck of chance. You might get something that's the big prize, or you might get something that's a shitty fucking prize, right? That's basically what it comes in from the Japanese fucking games. We got those fucking things around here in America too, and I'm sure there's places like United Kingdom and all over places where you got the gumball machines, basically. But the problem is, what I don't think people want to understand is that is a business model. That is a business model. The gotcha in a fucking video game is this. It's one subsection. This is the monetization section. Right? When you go pull in here, this is straight up the entire fucking thing. This is the gotcha system. That does not mean that ZZZ, Weather and Waves, has to be like Genshin. Has to be like every other fucking gotcha. The rest of the game itself is what it is. It's a fucking video game. Some video games are going to be harder. Some video games are going to be easier. Some video games are going to be network play while others are single play. The game itself is what it is. It's a fucking video game. And when you hear people use the excuse like, "Oh, it's a gacha game. Oh, this is not taking from gacha. It needs to be like every other gacha game and everything." Bro, gacha game is just the monetization value. Like, they fucking have gacha in fucking AAA fucking title games to a certain point. Even Bandai with fucking Gundam games and shit. That's not quote unquote gacha. Like their MMORPG fucking games and shit. They're Gundam games. You have to gacha to get a fucking Gundam you want. What was it? Gundam Operations or whatever I used to play. And when I wanted Burning Gundam, you have to play the fucking gacha system. You have to spend money, and then you have to play it. And I still didn't get Burning Gundam. I only put fucking $50 in it, and I didn't get Burning Gundam. I said, fuck it. Loot boxes are fucking gacha. It's what it is. I'm just like, I can see the reason why ZZZ is changing the way it's changing. Okay? And one of the biggest things that you could have solved from this, and it's still like this to a certain degree, is that honestly, there's not that many fucking content creators for ZZZ. It fucking something like I said this earlier this morning with Vincent and such. In fucking like Weather and Waves, it's so fucking oversaturated with fucking content. There is like, you walk down the street, basically, every fucking corner is a Weather and Waves content creator. In ZZZ, you may see one or two fucking people consistently that's doing ZZZ content. And honestly, the ZZZ content creators are fucking nice. But it's like, there's such an oversaturation. And like I'm going to even say this. Weather and Waves is going to end up embarking in the same direction that fucking happened with Genshin. There's going to be people who's going to drop off of fucking Weather and Waves when the new best thing comes out. Whether that's Dune Night Abyss, whether that's going to be something else, that the content creation of Weather and Waves will fucking start to drop. Because I don't understand this, but there is such a fucking hate for Hoyoverse. Wait, what the fuck? I see titties. I see titties. I'm going watching titties. Play my goddamn titties. Play my goddamn titties. Yeah, play my titties. I see titties. I want to see titties. Hold on. Hold on, guys. How you shut me up? You show me titties. She pees. All right, quick question. Really simple, quick question here. If you saw our girl here fucking getting dressed, how long till you fucking stop her before she gets fully dressed? Where was the moment that you just saw, like her putting on her panties and fucking top? When was the moment that you just saw her fucking start putting on clothes that you just said, no, honey, you're not going to work today? Nah, I'm good. Why, you want some? Huh? You had tacos yesterday. Sure, go get tacos. Titties! Wife just came out of here with fucking titties out. I'm asking the fucking question. Like, you see her fucking doing her fucking morning routine, like everything else. She's doing her morning routine. You just fucking waking up. Where is the fucking moment that you're going to fucking stop her from fucking dressing and say you don't need to go to work today? Stop shaking your titties in front of me. I've seen them 100 times.
Pepsi?
Sure. Logan's asleep yet?
No. Playing Roblox.
All right, put on my card. What the fuck was I talking about before titties happened? I fucking lost myself. We were talking about Zelda before fucking titties. What was it? Oh yeah, the oversaturation content, right? We can keep talking about titties. Oh man, we talk about titties all the time. No, we're talking about fucking like the oversaturation. We're talking about like the niche communities and stuff like this. And gotcha. Like ZZZ, I'm telling you right now, is very niche. It's a very niche community. Every single one of you who plays it, you're part of a niche community. But what the devs are fucking trying to do is they're trying to broaden ZZZ. That's why, like, okay. Look, I know people are going to disagree with me, right? I'm going to be just fucking, like, completely honest. When I look fucking at the bosses, when I look at the buffs, when I look at the different things that's going on in the ZZC, all I'm seeing is the devs are taking basically the note of, hey, look, a boss like this, you don't even have to worry about 5,000 performance points. This boss in particular, let me be honest, the Wandering Hunter. Let me give you my review on the Wandering Hunter. Wandering Hunter is actually kind of boring to play. Compared to other bosses and things, to me, the Wandering Hunter is actually a very basic. Like, I don't even feel like this is a boss that is worthy of the title of being a deadly assault boss. That's my actual take on this. He's got one section for fucking getting 5k fucking performance points. Otherwise than that, he just feels like something. My entire goal to do is to just beat the shit out of him. He feels like straight up a punching bag. Miasma Fiend is actually feels like there's more involved in it. It feels a little bit better. The pull stuff and everything else, again, that is its own little gimmick that you could still fuck up on if you don't fucking know how to do it. And you come out with like less than fucking 5,000 points. Defiler is another boss that generally I like this boss. I actually really do like this boss because of the cinematicness behind it. Okay? Not too many people are going to like it because of the invulnerability sections. The only thing I could agree on, I think maybe 3 phases is a little bit overbearing. That 2 should be perfectly fine because technically speaking, if you do the first 2, you get 1,500. You get, when in pair status, they gain 2,500 performance points. You do that right there. You get the 1,500 from the Defiler here, the 2 of them afterwards. You don't even need to even do this fucking sword attack. You can just take away one of the fucking things out of it, save time, and you can still get 5,000 performance points no matter what. So one of the invulnerability frames could be taken out, and you can make it a little bit more. I like it when she does the little spin attack. I like it when she does her little things, and the time pressure that goes around it is actually, I like it. I personally like it. But I understand that all of the new 2.0 bosses is mainly designed to be not really, in my personal opinion, skill-based, but more or less it's getting to the point to where they're getting to be a little bit more brain dead. They're getting to the point to where if my 7-year-old fucking likes this Defiler, if my 7-year-old's also getting bored playing this, but he could beat the shit out of this and all this stuff, I think that honestly, I could see that they're trying to lower the difficulty down of the game. When it comes to its end game, they're trying to lower it to try to entail to get more people to come and play it. Like, this is where I feel like journalist mode's starting to come out. If you ever play games like Last of Us and stuff like this, you do realize there's accessibility options that they put in those games on purpose just to make sure that a journalist can get through it. So that way a journalist can give it a 9 out of 10. Three miasma boss, bro. What about three miasma bosses? What's your problem with three miasma bosses? What's your problem with that? All right, let's bring it up. You know what? Let's bring it up. I'm gonna, because Gully is one of these people that keeps bringing this kind of stuff up. We're going at Gully. We're going at. Is that three miasma bosses in there? Like, yeah, three miasmas, bro. What about it? What's wrong with three miasma bosses? What's wrong with that? Floor is yours. What's wrong with that? I mean, all right, my game's starting to fucking think because I've left it open for too fucking long. Close it out, reopen it. Change the boss up, bro. Let's go see some here. All right, let's take the miasma bosses out out, right? Let's take miasma bosses out. Let's just take a look at everything back right here. Bringer, Pompeii, Marionette. Bringer, Assault, Dead End Butcher. Dead End Butcher, Unknown Complex, Pompeii. Dead End Butcher, Typhoon again, Marionette. Pompeii, Bringer, Dead End Butcher. I don't know. I feel like fucking ZZZ when it first fucking had DA and for all the fucking DAs that it pretty much rotated the same exact fucking bosses over and fucking over again to celebrate its content. That it did put in like UCC and everything else, and then I think like the next one's gonna have Bringer, but like I mean, even right here, we had Defiler, we had Notorious Dead End Butcher, we had Pompeii, we have Notorious Dead End Butcher, Defiler, Miasma Priest. I mean, now we got next one's gonna be what? Wandering Hunter, Typhoon, Miasma Priest. Oh shit, Marionette's coming back. New boss. And fucking Miasma Fiend's coming. I mean, it fits perfectly for what the fucking content is in the game at the fucking time. Like, we're acting like, well, you know, fucking Z's. Like, I love it when people are saying, like, hey, look, like 3 miasma bosses or whatever. Oh my god, it's so thick. Dude, how many times has Bringer fucking shown his fucking ass? How many times has Pompeii showed his fucking ass? How many times has the fucking content been pretty much consistently the same shit? Last I fucking checked, there's not enough fucking bosses to differentiate this. In all honesty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't get this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, and if you take away all the miasma bosses, 1, 2, 3, 4, you take away 4 fucking bosses, you got 5. I mean, you got 6, right? Because you either get Pompeii Notorious, you get Pompeii Corrupted, you'll get the fucking Marionettes, you'll get Unknown Corrupt. Like, first time I ever seen him for a little while, yeah. But it's not enough to fucking go ahead and just rotate around that much. Should they probably put like, you know, more of the older bosses into the rotation? They're doing that. But sometimes putting in 3 miasma bosses is perfectly fucking fine. In the last fucking DA that we had, the one that they kept, the ones they kept was fucking Defiler right here, right? They took out Butcher. They replaced Butcher basically with fucking Defiler. They took out where Defiler was last time. They put Miasma Fiend, and instead of putting Priest, they put fucking Wandering Hunter. Wandering Hunter. I mean, if you're a person who pulled for the fucking content, Lucia, she's fucking great for all fucking 3 for the fucking banner character. You got Monoto for free. He's good against Wandering Hunter. If you've been pulling for the content in the game and everything else, or even if you haven't, you got Jane Doe or something, you got an Anomaly boss that you can fight with Anomaly, which is your fucking Miasma Fiend. For the people who's trying to do dual attacks and everything, which it was a kind of a miss for, it's for the Defiler, and for fucking Rupture right now, for fucking Monoto is fucking Wandering Hunter. It makes perfect fucking sense. It gives you a blend of all 3 types of architects that you want to fight against. And we'll be getting 2 more bosses, apparently, according to this, coming in. Whenever that happens. They should probably put, like, this one and this one into the rotation. They should probably put something like this into fucking Deadly Assault, but they haven't. Honestly, they should fucking put fucking Drown fucking Ideal Monoto in there. Like, I don't have a fucking problem with fucking Miasma bosses. Fucking Miasma has been some of the fucking easiest fucking bosses that it has been. It's one of the easiest fucking mechanics to fucking deal with. It's not fucking anything wrong with Miasma. It's a fucking gimmick. And it does not hurt you. If anything, it helps you. Again, another form of content that is casualized, that is giving to the player. Because the only thing you need to realize as a player, there is ways of dispelling it much faster than just attacks. Ultimates work, fucking dodge parries work, different things. The faster you dispel it, guess what the fuck happens? You get a full fucking energy bar back. You get energy back. You got a boss that takes 15% basically of its fucking HP fucking down automatically with purifying damage. And you go into it and you're able to whack on the shit. It's now vulnerable right off the bat. It is basically stunned for a little bit of a duration. You're building up daze meter while it's in fucking Miasma Shield. Like, one of the best things is that, and one of the things I had to learn with fucking Hugo for 4 days fucking straight is, what is amazing to fucking use is you could use Miasma as a fucking way to invoke a daze. You build up the fucking meter to like 90 fucking percent, the daze meter. You let the motherfucker go into Miasma. You fucking straight up dispel it. Boom, they're fucking dazed. Then you fucking Hugo the fucking totalization on their ass. Like, Miasma is just a gimmick. It's nothing. Like, people who's tired of Miasma, like, let's go take a look at a fucking certain comment about this. I'm thinking I know who this person might be now. Wait a second. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna find out really fucking easy. Hold on, let me go pull something up real quick. Something that I think is fucking hilarious. Scrolling. While we're waiting, you guys can see this real quick. This is fucking hilarious.
I guess we just... Yeah, I'm gonna walk off. Hassan Dog Simulator. I guess we just... Yeah, I'm gonna walk off.
And this is the fucking reason why Genshin fucking user-generated content is going to be the best thing known to man. Is when shit like that gets fucking made. You fucked up my scrolling on fucking goddamn Discord, you piece of shit. I know it was in here. It wasn't that far off. Where the fuck is it? I don't want to go searching for it. I just want to scroll and find it. I know it's here. Oh, you're gonna make me actually search for it, aren't you? Because I'm guessing the people who have a problem with miasma so much are people who make certain comments that I know, in particular, their accounts aren't fully built. It's gotta be around here. Yep, right there. God, I hate the immensity stupid objectification of chicks in ZZZ. All these chicks be like, oh my god, Proxy, what beautiful eyes and whatnot type shit. It's ridiculous. Especially when all the gooning and perverted bubble mechanics of like their fucking butts are made of pudding. On top of that, we are being blasted with the fucking Defiler boss and two other miasma bosses, which more or less is starting to get annoying. I don't think miasma itself is a problem, but spamming bosses that have it in the same fucking reset multiple times in a row is just fucking retarded. 3 fucking bosses with miasma. Fuck this shit. Fuck it, that is what 2.0 is all fucking about. Straight up, again, 2.0 is about miasma. And then I'm pretty sure that when 3.0 comes out, if there's a fucking mechanic like miasma, let's just fucking say that they fucking introduce a fucking new fucking mechanic and they call it something like fucking, I don't know, fucking, Turboca Locust a fucking attack. I don't know, fucking goddamn nutsack attack. That you get nut cancer every fucking time you fucking walk in and your fucking health depletes or some shit that you have to dispel it or something is going to be another fucking gimmick that's going to be there that is going to be fucking showcased over and over and over again because that is what the fucking update is about. The last reset, Defiler. The reset prior to that one was fucking Defiler. Fuck you, ZZZ. This deadly assault reset also shields some banners a tad too much instead of fucking giving decent general purpose buffs for anomaly DPS. But the fucking bosses in the fucking game that was being fucking shield in the... I'm not even talking to you, motherfucker. I'm over here, you fucking piece of shit. Bosses like this right here is taking 25% less attribute anomaly damage. This is your anomaly fucking boss. This is what you fucking use your anomaly DPSs on. This motherfucker gets a goddamn defense of fucking 40% when in miasma fiend, you know, in the miasma field. Fucking priest, what's fucking priest stat? What the fuck is priest stat? Let's go see. I gotta go back to fucking DAs. Priest is against fucking automatically fucking Anomaly. Again, against the fucking Anomaly. This was the Anomaly boss. This is something they put in. Like, I understand that you probably want the fucking content to go back to basically showcasing the other bosses, but I mean, it's a fucking Deadly Assault. You had UCC. We have Defiler, Butcher, Pompeii. Like, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. I want to see these. Let me move this to the side. I want to see what the DAs are looking like in the beta. Okay. 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 Well, you don't have to worry. You're not going to be getting 3 miasma fucking bosses in the fucking future. You're going to get even fucking better. All the fucking Miyabi mains are going to be happy with the upcoming fucking DAs. Bringer's going to come back 3 times in a fucking row. I guess the devs must have listened. They heard that the Miyabi mains were fucking crying, and they decided they were going to bring back fucking goddamn fucking Bringer 3 fucking times. The next 3 fucking patches for the next 3 fucking DAs look like it's going to be Bringer coming in. At point of new point, I want to see some new boss mechanics. Okay, what other bosses? What mechanics are we talking about? What mechanics? What mechanics are we talking about? Because legitimately, Defiler has its own mechanics. Priest has its own mechanics. The Wandering Hunter has its own mechanics. Fiend has its own mechanics. It's not just based on miasma, the miasma mechanic. They have their own eternal mechanics. Pompeii has its own mechanic. Fucking Typhoon has its own mechanics. The bosses have mechanics. But don't worry, Bringer's coming back 3 times in a fucking row. So all the Miyabi fans out there, you're saved. You're able to use Miyabi. You know what they should do? You know what they should do to make everybody happy? I got a better fucking idea. I got a whole new idea for how they should do a Deadly Assault 2.0. Are you ready for this? Are you fucking ready for this? So they should take all the fucking bosses that goes into Deadly Assault, right? They should give you a screen that's a slot machine. And you fucking hit the slot. And when you hit the slot, it fucking rotates all 3 fucking windows right here as a boss. And then whatever it fucking lands on, if it's 3 miasma fucking bosses, if it's a fucking Pompeii, if it's a fucking Bringer, if it's a fucking Defiler, whatever fucking happens, that is your fucking 3 bosses for your DA reset. They should make it more gambling. Is it no unreasonable to ask them to mix match the 10 bosses they have until they make new ones? Yeah. But they're trying to favor the banner character. Lucia's great here. Lucia's great here. Lucia's great here. Probably the reason, like with fucking other characters that's going to come in. They're trying to favor. They have what's so fucking hilarious is you're asking for something right here. You're asking for them to rotate the bosses. That's what they did. And they rotated it back again to 3 miasma bosses. Like, wow. The last couple things. Miasma Fiend, Dead End Butcher, fucking Marionette. That was fucking 3 different bosses. Notorious Dead End Butcher, Miasma Priest, and Typhoon. Wow. That was a DA. Defiler, Miasma Fiend, Miasma Priest was 3 miasma bosses. Defiler, Notorious Dead End Butcher, Pompeii, 3 different bosses. 2 bosses, not fucking miasma. Wow, miasma. Unknown Corruption, Miasma Priest. Miasma Priest, Defiler, Notorious Dead End Butcher. Wow, we're back to this here. And it's going to rotate again. Like, we're talking about like, oh, 3 fucking miasma bosses in a row, but it's like they've had a miasma boss, they've had Notorious Dead End Butcher, Anomaly, and they've had fucking Pompeii. They had Priest, they had Thing. This is the one that happened back in 2.2. Before that was Typhoon, it was Priest, it was Dead End Butcher, Marionette, Dead End Butcher. Like, it's the rotations is what they're doing. They're rotating them. They're rotating them again. I'm sorry that it doesn't make you happy that they don't do it enough, but they are rotating. You know what I want? I want them to fucking make fucking like Hugo and Miasma Jane, like the Doppelganger Jane and Doppelganger fucking Hugo, to be fucking like DA bosses, where you got like 2 or 3 of the shadow ones. Fuck, let me go back to the enemies real quick. Enemy creatures. It would be 3s, right? Like, you know how you got Doppelganger Jane Doe right here? You got Hugo and shit, like the Defector, Doppelganger and such. Like, put like 2 or 3 of them, like you do in a Tower Versity. Tower Versity. Fuck. Like you do in the Unlimited Tower. Just put like 2 of them, 2 or 3 of them, like in the fucking middle of the thing, and then there you go. Fight these motherfuckers. These are fucking. That's what I want. Like, that would be fucking a bitch. Like, right here, you take fucking Doppelganger, fucking the Abyssal Enforcer, and the Defector right here, for example. You take these 2. You pop them in. You fucking put in fucking like Doppelganger Monoto and fucking Jane Doe. You pop them fucking in. And just let them be some DA bosses. I fucking love fighting them. Shit. I would love to see fucking Avaris right here become DA. Like, take some of the Shiyu defense fucking bosses and shit and throw them as fucking DA bosses. Fuck it. You could take 2 or 3 of them and put them in there. We got enough fucking enemies in here that, yeah, while these bosses aren't exactly the fucking best, I don't know, I would still take them. The thing is, I'm going to say it like this. I am perfectly fine with the direction so far ZZ is going. Looking at all the fucking leaks, looking at everything ahead of schedule and shit, I am perfectly fucking fine where how fucking ZZ is heading. Is there some things that I think is annoying, like, you know, the fucking buffs or something? Yeah. It's a little fucking annoying. Do I give a fuck that there is 3 miasma bosses? No. I'm unfathomed by it, you know? I'm unfazed. It is what it is. I relatively know right here. This is my anomaly boss. I know this is my 3-phase. I just gotta fucking beat the shit out of a fucking wall boss. And here is my fucking brain dead. Let's just beat it with a baseball bat like Glenn and fucking Negan. Until a fucking eye pops out. I'm not too fucking worried about the bosses. Like I said, there is some things that they do to improve DA. There's things they can improve here and there. Yes, by any case, any scenario, in every single case and scenario here, there is always going to be something that could be improved. %100%. But I'm not the person who's going to make that choice. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm just a person that I don't care. It's a useless argument. I'm being provided content. Sometimes I don't like the content. Sometimes I love the fucking content. Just because you might not like something right now does not necessarily mean that someone else does not like it. There's people out there who fucking love miasma. There's probably some guy right now who is gooning off the fuck off of those 3 fucking miasma bosses that fucking got a fucking high score in all 3 of them and is sitting at their fucking chair at their desk and is fucking jacking off saying that I fucking beat all 3 of you. That fucking loves those bosses and everything else for everything they're worth. And then there's people out there who's looking at this shit going, oh my god, I'm tired of seeing the red fucking miasma. I'm tired of beating it. Oh god. I don't want to see miasma again. You know what? It is what it is. Again, I'm the type of person that in general, it is what it is. I can sit here, I can bitch all fucking day about some fucking buff. I can sit here all fucking day long bitching about the fucking rotation of a fucking thing, or I could just fucking do it. Because honest to God, Hoyoverse is gonna do whatever the fuck Hoyoverse wants to fucking do. And I am not gonna be in the majority of agreement with people on what needs to be done. And you know what's funny? Everybody's bitching about deadly assault. You know what? This actually was a fucking comment that was made to me actually Saturday when I was driving around and going to do the shit with my car and shit. And then fucking busted down, so I had to get it towed. And so there was made. I forgot to talk about this. But you know what's fucking hilarious? Everybody's bitching about deadly assault right now, right? But the last couple of months, no one was bitching about deadly assault. Everybody was bitching about fucking Shiyu defense. And then Shiyu defense apparently, it fixed itself or whatever, and nobody bitches about this shit no more. Like, the last couple of fucking Shiyu defenses has not, in any which way, shape, form, been bitched about. So, one of the endgame modes for like the last 2 months that I have not heard anyone bitch about. Everybody likes it. Everybody says it's balanced. You got a game mode that got fixed. An end game mode that is going to actually be resetting fucking soon, right? in 4 days from now is going to be resetting. And everybody happy with it. Now everybody's fucking all fucking pissed off about Deadly Assault. Everybody used to fucking just like, you know, praise the shit out of Deadly Assault. And everybody was hating fucking Shield Defense. Shield Defense is harder than Deadly Assault. In all honesty. And here, I'm the guy who fucking, the main mode that I really fucking enjoy is fucking Hollow Zero. And then we got our fucking new end game, which I want to see something actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because I did not go check this. Has Threshold Simulation lowered its shit yet? Like, has the fucking actual fucking... Nope, it's still over 42 days. So nothing here has changed. Because... I really want to see this get reset. How they're going to do it, I don't know. But I want to see this reset. It's still past 42 days. More than 42 days remaining. So is this going to be like a... Like, I would love to see this like a once a month fucking type deal. Or every 2 months. Because this is like 2 hours worth of content. I was hoping to see like this actually would change and it would say instead of more than 42 days right here that it would say something else now. Because I fucking enjoyed the shit out of it. I enjoyed fucking Simulator fucking heavily. What the fuck? Why do I got a pink marker on a fucking Sage in the Barrel shit? Wait till midnight. Why the fuck am I waiting till midnight? Oh, I'm talking to you. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Night Emissary class. Ooh.
There's a kind of ethereal that hides deep in the hollows. Huge teeth, razor-sharp claws, and its back is covered in spiny bones. Oh, and its nose is crazy good. It can sniff things out from miles away. Whoa.
Sounds like you. They also adjust this. Nope, they need to adjust this a little bit. Give me a second. I'm gonna adjust something real quick. There you go.
Yep. What?
Sora, what are you doing?
Mommy, I'm just listening to the Night Emissary ladies.
How many times have I told you? No strange stories, no talking to weird strangers. We're going home now.
Damn.
And now, that big monster is coming this way. Its chest puffed, its head high.
She's still talking to
wants to look its best.
I bet that ethereal is Chestnut. Tail wagging, approaching slowly, carefully circling while she watches you.
Bingo! That's exactly how Chestnut acted the first time we met. I had just left my hometown, and I didn't know anyone. I wandered into the hollow alone at night, and that's when I saw Chestnut. She was lying there, far away from me, and I could tell she wasn't dangerous, just watching, seeing if she could come closer without scaring me. Chestnut is such a good little pup. She really wants to help people and get praised, but everyone's always afraid of her. So when she meets humans, she tucks her claws away and tries to look gentle.
Chestnut sure is cute. I miss her too. Hope we get to meet again someday.
Actually, after we said goodbye, I went back to the hollow a few times, hoping I'd see her. But she never showed up again. I should be happy, right? That means Chestnut listened to me and went to the deepest part of the hollow. Somewhere safe, where she can live and play. But still, I feel kinda sad.
Chestnut is just that important to you. Of course you'll always want to pet her paws, give her head boops, and sit together with her. Even if your brain tells you that it's the right thing to let Chestnut go, your heart still feels heavy, right?
You're right. I get it now. When I first got here, I'd sneak into the hollow at night. Watching Chestnut from afar made me feel like I wasn't alone. Now I've got all of Spook Shack, and I've got you. But Chestnut is still one of my best friends. I'll continue to remember her and keep telling her story to everyone. As long as the memories and tales live on, I'll still feel her by my side. Hey, can you help me think of a gift to give Chestnut? That way, I can hang the gift around her neck and shout, "I really, really love you, Chestnut! Oh, I missed you so, so much!"
With a dog Chestnut size, standard toys won't stand a chance. How about a frisbee made just for ethereals?
Just imagining it, I already know she'll love that gift. Remember that pillow from last time? I'll head to Fluffy now and ask Miss Karen to make a hot tea toy set just for Chestnut.
Good old Chestnut. Good old fucking Chestnut. Now, my only problem, I will state this, my only fucking problem is that she's more worried about fucking Chestnut than realizing her fucking dad had turned into an ethereal and fucking died. What the fuck is this?
Alright guys, welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero pull count video on the channel. We're about to enter the second phase of the 2.3 version update, which means we're about to get brand new banners, new content, new events, and of course the main part of this video, a bunch of free pulls and rewards. So today I'll be doing a quick video to tell you guys how many polychromes you can obtain completely free to play for the entire second phase of the 2.3 version update, which will be starting in a few days. Hopefully, this will help you guys save up and plan ahead for the big upcoming 2.4 update, especially with the hype characters that are right around the corner, like Chillin, and then right after we got the release of WUWA. Both of these characters got drip marketed not too long ago, and to think about it, Chillin is now only 3 weeks away from her release, so pretty crazy. We have a bunch of hype characters on the way, so let's do a full breakdown and see in this video how many polychromes we can get starting from today until the very end of our 2.3 version update. If you guys enjoy the pull count videos, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and put those notifications on for those 24/7 updates. And for those who want a chance to enter the Antonaut membership giveaway, leave a comment down below Big thanks for today's sponsor Loot Bar for providing me with extra internet memberships, the Daily Quest. With us entering the 2.3 update in just roughly 3 days, that gives us 24 days starting from today until we enter the first phase of 2.4. This means completing your daily every single day, you can obtain about 1,440 astrites.
I am slowly sinking into my chair right now. I am slowly sinking into my chair right now. Did this person just put in 1,440 astrites? I lost it on the astrites. This guy, straight up. Wait.
Entering the 2.3 update in just roughly 3 days, that gives us 24 days starting from today until we enter the first phase of 2.4. This means completing your daily every single day, you can obtain about 1,440 astrites, completely free to play. Now of course your daily count does get much higher if you got the internet membership that gives about 90 extra astrites from logging in, but for now let's...
What the fuck? I can't take him seriously now.
Let's just count the free-to-play rewards, and by the end of the available in the following week after the update, available on November 12th.
He's gotta say polychrome soon.
This is a battery exchange event where you must grind for materials to obtain batteries, which can be exchanged for rewards. It's very similar to the previous 1-for-1 events that we had in the past. You grind the combat simulation to obtain the batteries, and for the exciting incoming characters, check out this top-up website comes in 5 Bupon, and equal of 427 days for full completion, and doing so you can obtain a total of 420 polychromes and 5 Bupon.
Alright. He went back to polychromes. Oh my god, someone just fucking put up a fucking script or whatever. It just fucking read it. Oh god. It's fucking whatever it is. I'm gonna call it. I know I got work in the morning. I'm gonna call it. I'll talk with you guys later. Like, holy shit. You all have a good night.